You've got to thank God every minute, every day. Good morning, world. It is your guys, the Two Live Stews. He is Doug. I am Ryan. But together, we make the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning to my man Raymond Sutton, the great John Dingle. Marvin Childs is in the building, and an honorable mention goes to none other than June B77 Charlie. Good morning to all of them, and good morning to you, Dougie Stew. How you feeling this morning, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. How about you?
I too, sir, am doing absolutely fantastic.
Your laugh gets more diabolical the older you get, man. Do it one more time for us.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. And laughs aren't scripted. It's just it is what it is. Like you remember Jazzy? How Jazzy used to laugh? The great Jazzy we had that was an entertainment reporter with the Stews
Jazzy
a while
laughed
back.
like a dolphin.
A dolphin, right?
Right.
But it wasn't something that was contrived or made up. It was just her laugh.
Right. I absolutely agree with that. I'm just saying yours sounds kind of.
Now that I think about it, and
kind of Gargamelish.
Now that I think about it, speaking of laughs, wow. Can you tell me what kind of laugh Tree Taylor has? No, you can't, man, because she's never laughing. She's always fussing. Your mic is muted. We didn't know what you said. Okay, you got to say all that again, sir.
I said now. You hear me now? I know it's kind of.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Now that you say that, I don't think I've ever heard Tree laugh.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
She smiles sometimes, and maybe we don't hear her laugh because we just see her in the green room. We can't physically hear her when she laughs. Or
right.
No, I mean. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Shouts out to the beautiful people in Detroit, Michigan. WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM, HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building. We appreciate you, Detroit.
Before you get into what do you call it? The thing that we talk about in the first segment? What do you call it?
I call it a conversational piece, but you can call it whatever you like.
I
don't think it actually has a name.
Right. Before we get to that, man, you in a St. Louis Cardinal frame of mind this morning. What's going on?
I am. No, just wearing baseball jerseys, man. It's baseball season. I'm starting to watch more baseball now that the World Cup is over and the dog days of summer are here. They're not here much longer because training camps opened up. Some training camps are opening up today. There'll be several teams that's in camp when this weekend rolls around. So, yeah, I'm just sporting some baseball jerseys, man. I have on the great Ozzie Newsome today.
Oh, yeah, the Wizard.
The Wizard. Yeah. The Wizard. Hey, man. And speaking of a wizard, on the last show that we did on Monday, I talked about Friday's game where Caitlin Clark, the great CeCe in the WNBA, went for 45-10. First time that's ever happened in the WNBA.
Right.
Well, I don't know if you watched the Connecticut Sun versus Indiana Fever game last night, man. The Fever won. Final score was 123-88. Beat the brakes off Connecticut. But in that game, man, the great Caitlin Clark dropped a 27-piece.
Okay.
She dropped a 27-piece, ended up 5 for 9 behind the arc. And at one point in time, you be saying she can't shoot. She was 5 for 5 from behind the arc in the first half, from behind the three-point line. So shouts out to the Indiana Fever for getting it done, playing pretty good basketball right now. And shouts out to CeCe. Honorable mention to the great Marvin Childs for bringing that up in this morning's meeting.
It's a very bad thing for you to highlight this chick back and forth on a platform like ours, man. It's just a heads up. You don't care, obviously, but I just feel like I need to tell you that.
Well, you're right. I don't care, but we talk sports.
Right.
And she's a very well-known sports figure. And her name comes up from time to time on this platform. I mean, I don't understand why we wouldn't talk about her.
You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who ain't played in 40 years, criticize this chick. But you come on your show the blackest sports talk show in America, and every opportunity you get, you bigging her up.
Well, I have nothing to do with Cream. I don't even know why his name came up. He hadn't done nothing in about 20, 30 years, so we're not talking about Kareem.
Right.
We're talking about someone that played in a game last night.
Right.
And we talk sports on this platform, sir.
Shouts out to Brandon Butler from Butter Economics, Butter ATL, the originator, the proprietor, the founder of 404 Day. We did a great interview with him, man. He got a nice setup over there at his studios, man, where he records the interviews that he does.
Yes.
So shouts out to him, man. I think it came out very, very well. And actually, we got some news about that, right?
We do have some news about that, man. On our platform, Stewart Media and Entertainment, today at noon, we will be broadcasting the episode that we recorded with Butternomics that dropped live earlier this week. So we're going to run it live. It was a phenomenal, outstanding job, as Doug mentioned. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, here's what it looks like when it runs. It's been titled "How the Two Live Stews Changed Sports Talk Radio Forever," done by Butternomics, the Business of Culture podcast. So shouts out to Brandon Butler, as you just said. And we will be running this interview on the Stewart Media and Entertainment platform at 12 o'clock today. I have all intentions of being in the chat room while we run the interview.
That's
talk
good.
to you guys
That's a nice
about things
touch.
that's going on.
That's a nice touch. Good.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with y'all at 12 to listen to and talk about the Butternomics interview that we did a few weeks ago with Brandon Butler over at Butternomics.
I said it in the post when I posted it, man. I've been here. This is my 31st year in this city. And when I tell you that when we posted that, man, so many people commented and so many people hit me in the inbox. I got a bunch of texts. When I tell you ATL don't owe me nothing, I don't think it's Texas. I think Texas plural. I don't think you add an S to text when you're saying text messages. I don't think. You just said Texas. You just said Texas, like the state of Texas, and it's not Texas. It's text because that's plural for multiple text messages. So like what I was saying.
I'm not trying to correct you or be a know-it-all because my grandma's. I don't speak the King's English either. I'm just saying it's not. Text is it's already. Yeah.
So like I was saying, I've been here 31 years, man. When I tell you ATL has shown me and my family nothing but love, and this show nothing but love from day one. Yeah, I really, really mean that, and I really, really thank you personally.
Yeah, you should.
You get a lot of love on these streets, man. I'm serious.
No question at all.
Like on the wire, they used to say so and so name ring out. Our name kind of ring out in these streets for this sports talk thing, man. For real.
Yeah. All right. Today's conversational piece that will be talked about briefly in this first segment before Doug lays out the show, and all throughout today, you guys can hit us in the chat box or in the text messaging thingy over here.
And we got big news too, man. Today we're going to announce the Two Live Stews Fantasy Football League. So stay tuned for that. Give you details of how you can get down, get your team, talk your trash.
I've already let the folks that played in last year's fantasy league know about it, and they're very excited. Got a lot of thumbs up saying, bring it on, let's do it. So I'm looking forward to that. Today's conversational piece, man, let me ask you a question. And Tree, you can post that flyer if there's time for you to do that. Why are you laughing, man?
I'm laughing at I can't remember why I'm laughing now, man. Something to do with you and telling Tree what to do. And
good morning, Tree. Good morning, Tree.
You make it sound like she don't have time to do it.
I really wish that you would try to find something kind to say to me sometime. Like, we need a tip jar.
Me?
You. I've never been in a space where a ninja is so. Just try, Ryan. Well, I am kind to you. I am generous to you, and
Well, no, that's not all factual information, and I haven't done or said anything mean and or something that's not true.
You said I don't laugh. I laugh all the time.
You make little slide remarks at her, man, and that's our family.
I don't know. I don't know if I am.
Well, no, we're not related in any means. So,
can we get to the conversational piece, man?
All right.
I'm really looking forward to this.
And all I did was ask Doug if he's heard you laugh, Tree, and his response was no. No, I mean, I haven't lied or done or said anything that is incorrect. Today's conversational piece, as you can see on the flyer that Tree found the time to put up, if someone offered you $2 million,
that's a beautiful.
But you had to become one of the most famous people in America, losing nearly all of your privacy, would you take it? If someone offered you $2 million,
where you get these questions from? First of all,
but you had to become one of the most famous people in the world, losing nearly all of your privacy, would you take it?
Give me a little bit more explanation of what do you mean by losing your privacy?
You become Michael Jackson, you become Prince, you become Shaquille O'Neal, you become the great Barry Sanders. I tell people all the time about the game I went to in Detroit where Barry had a hoodie on and he moved around whenever there was a TV timeout. He wouldn't stay in the same spot because he didn't want the camera to catch him, so people would flood him and come around him so he couldn't move.
Yeah, but
you see Michael Jackson, when he would walk out of his hotels, how the streets would have literally thousands of people in it.
Right.
So the conversation piece is simple. If someone offered you $2 million, but you had to become one of the most famous people in the world, losing nearly all of your privacy, would you take the $2 million?
Okay, and we got a poll Tree's gonna throw up as well.
Yes, she's gonna throw up a poll.
So yes or no is the answers basically, right?
Yes, that's it. Yes or no?
Well, I mean, I think most of these people, 90% of the people watching the show, they know me, and they know for $2 million, I mean, what kind of questions are these? $2 million, and not only that, Prince and Michael Jackson, they had all of the privacy they wanted if they just didn't come out of their house.
Well, but that's again.
Prince actually had. I visited Prince's studio in Minnesota, right?
I've been to a show there in the past.
Right. So Prince had this studio that he lived in.
Yep.
What do they call it? Tree would know it.
It's Paisley Park.
Paisley Park. So I got a bunch of pictures of Paisley. Maybe that'll be my pick of the day. I'll change it again. So Prince didn't.
If you change it again, you're going to give Tree unnecessary work. So you probably shouldn't do that. No, I'm being serious.
My point is, Prince had a fortress. He didn't have to leave, and I'm sure most nights he never left, and he had all the privacy he wanted. Is my point.
Okay,
but you're talking to average, everyday people, that don't have $2 million.
Right.
I don't think anybody's gonna say I'm not gonna take $2 million just because when I leave the house, a bunch of people gonna ask me for my autograph.
It's something to think about. You mentioned Prince and the privacy he has at Paisley Park. However, if he left Paisley Park, there was an entourage of people outside of his gates.
I think
in the Michael Jackson movie, every time him and his driver left the Jacksons' compound, there would be a flood of people outside of his gates following him in the car. He went shopping and ended up buying a lot of people in the store things that they wanted because they bombarded him to ask him for autographs when he was just trying to come in, get something, and leave.
All right, we got to move on. So for the record, you say keep your privacy, keep your $2 million.
I'm passing on the $2 million to keep my privacy. Yes, I'm passing on $2 million.
Okay, and I'm the other side of that. These work out pretty good because usually we're on total opposite sides.
Yeah, I mean, sir, every day of your life, someone wanting something from you, taking pictures of you, You and your family going out for a Sunday dinner or just going to church for church service ain't happening if you're one of those people.
I'd reserve the Cold Stones for myself for an entire hour to go out and get some ice cream. I don't understand what you're talking about, man. It's very strange. We grew up in the same house, but in conversations like this, we're always totally opposite.
It's early right now in the voting, and we do appreciate y'all for being a part of the Stu's poll. It's early right now, but it's not even close. Everybody's saying, nah, I'm cool on that $2 million.
No, but that's 4 people voted. Let's see how it turns out. We'll check this throughout the rest of the show today.
It doesn't matter how many people.
No, 11 people. 11 people have voted to keep privacy.
He's lying, Tree. He's lying. But Tree, while you're here, good morning to you, Tree. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Good to see you. What's your vote when it comes to instant fame? What's your vote?
I'm already famous, and
that don't answer the question.
This is not a lot of money to me.
I concur.
I need a little bit more to be having everybody in here and seeing and finding out who I'm in Germany with and all that kind of stuff.
Wait, you were in Germany with someone?
But anyway.
You were in Germany with someone?
That was very Trumpian of you. $2 million isn't a lot of money.
Well, I disagree, but I agree wholeheartedly. It's not a lot of money to give up your life.
No.
Hey, give us your thoughts in the chat as well, man. Is $2 million a lot of money to you? I'm living in a bizarro world.
It is a lot of money, and that's not the question. Is $2 million a lot of money?
That's not the question.
Yeah, the question is for today's conversational piece: would you take the instant fame if you take $2 million to give up all your privacy? People trying to get into your text messages, people trying to get into your phone, people trying to break into your email. Can't go to your kids' Little League game and watch it in peace.
I'm in bizarro world. Hey, like, share, and subscribe to the show. We would appreciate it. Also, today is a Giving Thursday, man. Help your boys keep the lights on. We're very, very serious about that. Look at the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol or a heart symbol based on when you're watching. And donate a couple of bucks to your folks, once again, to help us keep the lights on. Or the preferred way to donate to the show.
Thank you, Rail.
Cash App. $2 Live Stews. And donate to the show. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. We can't say it enough. Y'all have kept the show afloat for the last 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Melton. Thank you, Melton. Thank you. People are saying, no, man, I'm not taking that money, man.
Let me do this.
All right, I'm sorry, man. But people agree with me. People agree with me. Not you. What were you saying, man? I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
The Hollywood Report coming on at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Entertainment news. Last 48, the biggest memes in the 2 Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. Shouts out to our folk Pee Wee Sean, a.k.a. BMX. Apple, Spotify music. Check out his music. Been rapping for 40-plus years. Make sure you check him out.
Doug and I have been a part of it. Some changes at ESPN. We're going to dig deep, tell a few stories, and get into that up next. In the Doghouse with your guys, the 2 Live Stews. ESPN is making some changes.
This is on the heels of Ryan Clark getting the axe. We're going to talk about LeBron in Miami a little bit later. We're going to talk about Scatterboo flipping out. And we're also going to talk about most hated TV characters, black TV characters of all time.
Y'all keep it locked. It's your guys, the 2 Live Stews, and the 2 Live Stews experience. More after this break.
What up, folks? It's your boy Doug Stewart, one half of the world famous 2 Live Stews. Now, what I do in my daily life is I work in the financial services industry. In particular, I sell life insurance, okay? I do retirement planning, investing as well, but really I focus on life insurance. You need somebody that you can trust to sell you a life insurance policy, to get you the right life insurance policy. I'm your guy. Y'all know me from these streets. I'm somewhat of a public figure. I'm not going to do anything wrong to damage my reputation at all right? So if you need life insurance, your mama need life insurance, your kids need life insurance, holla at me. Holla at your boy, all right? 678-770-8073. That's 678-770-8073. I've been doing this thing a long, long time. I've hired, trained, and managed employees and agents in the life insurance industry. Holla at your boy. I got you covered. You good. 678-770-8073. I got you.
Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. He's David Malloy together with the Two Live Stews, and this is the Two Live Stews Experience. Shouts out to all the people in Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building.
Hey, y'all stay tuned, man. We got breaking news a little bit later. We're going to give you all the details on the Two Live Stews Fantasy Football Leagues. Leagues with an S. Stay tuned. We'll give you details of how you can get down. I am actually coming out of retirement. I don't think I played fantasy in at least 15 years, man. 15 years. You consistently continue to play, though, year after year, right?
I have. I've had at least one team for the past 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
I haven't done well. I've had major injuries in every season. I haven't had the best draft position, which is very important when it comes to winning this thing.
God dang. What is excuses? You just rattle off like 6 excuses in 10 seconds.
It's the truth. It's the truth. If your first or second pick gets injured, typically those picks are the guys you're expecting to make the most points. I'm going to need you
to recite excuses, man.
Choose to be incompetent, usability, mindless, nothingness, and those who use them suddenly amount to doo-doo.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what it is, but it's not an excuse. If your first player picked gets hurt, the bulk of your team is gone. It's done.
All right, so this thing is going to be big time trash talking, big time bragging rights. So stay tuned. We got all the details and big time money for the winners. All right, so stay tuned for that. Based on reporting, man, Ryan Clark was fired from ESPN, not for any specific reason, but most people are saying it's because they're trying to slim payroll. Okay. There's no official statement from ESPN, and here's the bad thing about it.
Can I stop you?
Go ahead.
You said they're trying to skim payroll, right?
Right.
How can they be trying to skim payroll when I'm actively reading on multiple sources that they're in negotiations right now with Pat McAfee for a deal that could possibly exceed more than $60 million per year?
Yeah.
How are they skimming payroll when they're going to turn around and pay one person more than $60 million?
Well, simply put, they feel like paying Pat McAfee $60 million is more profitable to them, which means more people are tuning in to Pat McAfee than paying, Ryan Clark $5 million a year.
Well, it wasn't 5, it was 2. Allegedly, his salary was 2.
Okay, so he was making $2 million per year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have focus groups. They have analysts that break these numbers down, that they view the Nielsen ratings, they view his viewership, and they say, well, based on the numbers, they got the calculator and they punch and say, we'll be better off and we'll have more viewership if we give Pat McAfee $60 million. Our return is going to be better than giving Ryan Clark that $2 million. We need that $2 million to give to Pat McAfee anyway, so we can pay Pat McAfee.
You and I have experience to talk about this situation because we too we weren't fired from ESPN.
They just didn't renew our contract.
They just didn't renew our contract.
Right.
And there's no doubt in my mind, after learning what I've learned over the last couple of decades, that pushing back versus the establishment or chastising the establishment's favorites will ultimately get you allowed to leave or not renewed like we were, or terminated like Ryan Clark was.
So, well, I don't think he was terminated. You just said you don't think he was terminated, right?
Well, he just read up a contract. Was it a year ago?
Okay, great.
So he just did a deal.
So a lot of people also feel like that an argument, a blow-up argument that he had, it really wasn't an argument. He basically checked one of his coworkers, Peter Schrager, on, I believe it was First Take, not First Take. Was it First Take? No, it was Gold. What's the guy's name?
It was
no, the morning show with Greeny.
First take. No, get up.
So him and Peter Schrager went back and forth on Get Up, where basically he threw out the whole "you never played football, so why are you even talking to me like this?"
Stop. Please repeat that one more. Say that one more time.
He basically threw in the face. This is the way they look at it now. We're going to get more deep into the conversation in a second. He threw into the face of Peter Schrager that you need to shut up. I played in the NFL for 10 years, and you didn't. And there's a big problem with that in the industry. That's a big no-no. And you know that from day one. But dude crossed that line, and a lot of people feel like it ultimately got him fired.
When you tell a journalist, when you tell a journalist that you're better at the job than they are because you've played, and in actuality, that statement is true, everybody in the building that is not a former player has a problem with that comment.
Yeah, and it's part of the hierarchy of that industry that they really protect. Because think about it. If you're a journalist, all right, so think I kind of look at it like twos. How many twos? Like in baseball, they got the 5 twos of baseball. You know, hitting for power, hitting for average,
right.
Fielding, yada yada
throwing,
yada.
Catching, yes.
Right. But in journalism, it's different tools. How good can you debate? How knowledgeable you are about whatever the topic is you're talking about. You know, how appealing are you to the eyes, or how good you look, or something like that. And then one of the parts, though, that the athletes have is they played the game.
Right.
So if you got all the different tools and you played the game, why would somebody take the strict journalist's word over you? So I always feel like you have way more credibility if you played the game. Even with me and you doing this over the last 25 years. When we get into football, I played football from the age of 7 through high school. I played 2 years of college football. But when we really get deep into talking about football, most times I pass it over to you. Because why wouldn't I pass over you? Because you played in the NFL for 5 years. They can't do that in journalism, because if they continue to let guys clown them about the fact that they didn't play the sport, then they would be out of jobs. The industry would get flipped upside on its head. All of those journalists would be out of a job if people took and realized the value of a commentator, a talking head, and somebody that actually played in the league.
So I'll dig a little bit deeper.
And we've got a bunch of instances of that we can relate to.
Okay. I'm going to say a few names before I make a comment. Ryan went at an analyst in an analyst ran environment. Okay. What's D'Angelo's last name?
D'Angelo Williams.
Okay, D'Angelo Williams. He got into it with the same guy, Peter Schrager, a few years ago.
Right.
And ever since he got into it with Peter Schrager, where he told Schrager,
never saw him again.
You didn't play. Those comments come from a person that never played.
Right.
He disappeared.
Never saw him again.
I was on set with Jalen Rose. I will share a picture of that in today's picture of today, later in today's show. I was on set with Jalen Rose when he tore Skip Bayless a new one.
Right.
He did his research and pulled up stats on Skip Bayless to learn that Skip Bayless, his senior year, averaged 1.4 points per game.
And he played junior varsity when he was in 11th grade.
He played junior varsity as a junior, which
is unheard of.
You can't do. That's like against the rules.
I didn't even know that was allowed.
Okay. So Jalen threw that stuff in Skip's face.
Right.
And Skip tried to counter with him, who, at the time Jalen had made $70-something million. Skip tried to counter, but what did you accomplish in the league? And Jalen was like, well, what if you never played? Jalen disappeared on that platform and was never seen on there again. Ryan Clark attacked the same Peter Schrager who D'Angelo Williams went at.
He didn't attack him. First of all, let's clear that up. He didn't attack him. He just said, listen, from the perspective of somebody that played the game,
right?
He did mention, hey, listen, you didn't play the game, but he did it in a nice, subtle, civil way. Hey, listen, you didn't play the game. You sound like somebody that didn't play the game. This is more about me. That's what his words were. This is more about me, not about you. He tried to be real diplomatic about it, and it still didn't work.
It was too late.
It was too late. Yeah.
So Ryan Clark challenges Peter Schrager's manhood. Can I say it like that?
That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Yes.
And after doing that, and Ryan Clark also has made a few comments that the establishment probably didn't deem as good because he was telling the truth about a social environment that he comes from.
Right.
The establishment didn't like that. Ryan Clark now disappears.
Yeah.
Do you remember Richard Sherman?
Oh, yeah, when he went off on Skip.
He went off on Skip and mentioned to Skip how you've never played or you wouldn't understand because you didn't do this or you never did that. And then he disappears from the four-letter network.
Never saw him again.
So look, man, in an industry that has allowed journalists to be the star, it allows their reporting to propel them high on the ladder in the establishment to do this job. Whenever an athlete who has also received degrees in college, whenever that person is on a set and challenges a journalist that hasn't played and shares that, how would you know or how would you understand because you hadn't played? Whenever that happens, that person disappears from the platform.
Once again, that's a threat to the hierarchy of how it's always been done. Somebody made a comment in the 2 Live Stews chat room yesterday, and Tree, leave this message up. I want to read this one. Someone made a point yesterday in the chat group that with all these athletes now doing their own podcasts and getting numbers, within 10 years, you aren't going to see just a journalist be on these TV shows. Like, it's almost like a snowball. It's happening right now. And it's to the degree where I don't think they're going to be able to stop it.
D'Angelo Williams,
Dennis Sharp and Ocho, and you got all these athletes, all of the basketball players doing their shows. They're getting numbers. I can legitimately see in 10 years, all the just journalists are going to be out of those talking head jobs. I can absolutely see that as well. I agree with dude that posted that.
Sir.
Let me read this comment, man.
Okay.
Remember what you're going to say. The SEC has more power than Schrager. When Ryan Clark told black kids to leave the SEC because of gerrymandering, I believe the SEC went to ESPN. Very possible. And you're exactly right. Very possible.
I say that again because I forgot about that.
But I don't know if he actually, and if you could, Mr. Marcus Messiah, I don't remember if he actually did it on First Take, if he did it on ESPN Airwaves, or he did it on his podcast, or he did it on his YouTube or his Facebook, whatever. I don't know exactly where he did it.
Wherever he did it, if he did it on anyone's platform, it is dangerous to the network to say that.
It's very dangerous.
You can't tell little black kids who make up 80% of the population that play these sports. You can't tell little black kids that make up the bulk of the players in the SEC not to go to the SEC.
You talking about big time money. You're talking about big time politics when you say out loud, and I did a video on it because, hell, we ain't got nothing to lose. We doing our own thing, okay? You're losing big time money if you tell a couple of 5 stars not to go to SEC schools and they don't. Phone calls are going to be made. Booster clubs, presidents, vice presidents of booster clubs.
Did you hear what this ninja just said on your platform?
Right.
He told little black boys that look like him not to go to SEC, ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12 schools.
Right.
He's telling them to go to HBCUs. What if those ninjas did that?
That's a threat to the system. But let me say this. And you know what? I'm going to save it until when we get back. Let's talk a little bit more about this when we get back.
D'Angelo Williams, who played at the University of Memphis, when he went at Peter Schrager years ago,
like
made the comment, Where'd you go to school? Oh, you went to Princeton. Their football team isn't even on the level that ours are on. That was a threat.
Yeah.
That you challenged his manhood. You challenged his journalistic integrity. You're saying, I know you're a journalist and you probably have a degree in, I don't know, sports something. I don't know.
Right.
Sports psychology. Who knows? But what you didn't do that I did was play the game. And because I played the game, I know it better than you. You got to go.
That's one of the things that we pitched to the program director at 790 25 years ago, that you played the game.
Which
none of the other guys on the network, on the station at that time, played the game at the level that you did. So we went there, we had the little conversation with Edgar about how we're going to do this. We were like, Ryan can pick up a phone and call so-and-so. He can call so-and-so. We can get them on air. You really can do that? You really can get these guys on air? Yes! That was part of the selling point. That was part of the selling point 25 years ago.
If athletes were allowed to tell these talking heads, you're just a talking head, I know more, the talking heads would have no jobs, and they would all be filled by athletes.
Once again, back to the five tool thing. I can talk without stuttering. I'm intelligent. But then when you throw in, once again, an extra tool that they don't have, that's the tiebreaker. That's the tiebreaker. It should be the tiebreaker. And so that's a real threat. I want to make one quick thought about this when we get back from the break. Then we're going to talk a little bit about LeBron James and the Miami Heat.
I want to add one thing, man, before we go. ESPN often does these cutbacks where every 8 to 10, 12 years, a lot of the old guys go out and new guys come in.
Save it. That's exactly what I was going to talk about when we get back.
Okay.
Save that when we get back.
Y'all keep it locked to you guys. The Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. This is your Two Live Stews experience. On top of finishing this conversation when we get back, we'll also get into the Miami Heat and if they made a mistake mentioning the king, LeBron James. Y'all keep it locked. It's your guys, the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience. Yeah, you can't do that. You making them, you cutting them people credibility. They can't afford you to be cutting their credibility.
The dudes at that table with D'Angelo Williams, man, you could see it in their face. You could see it in their face. They were so embarrassed. He was clowning them.
He was laughing in there.
Go back and look at the video of D'Angelo Williams clowning them dudes 10 years ago.
I got a PSA to all golfers. It's your boy One Live Stu, Ryan Stewart. Y'all listen up. If you love golf and you love giving back, this one is for you. On August 14th, 2026, that's right, this year, the Safari Sportsman Club is hosting a big charity golf tournament at Crystal Lakes Golf Course. And yes, of course, the Two Live Stews will not just be hosting that tournament. We're playing in that tournament too, shorty. Y'all pull up on your boys. Great course, great people, even better cause. If you want to play, sponsor, or just get the details, hit our guy Gregory Jackson up at 678-761-5937. That's 678-761-5937. Gregory Jackson. Or you can email info@stjameslodge4.org. info@stjameslodge4.org. Lock it in right now. August 14th, we'll see you on the course. Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. He's Doug, I'm Ryan, together with the Two Live Stews, and this is the Two Live Stews experience. Let me see, my man FM. Where's his message if I can find it? Okay, shouts out to FM-UI8FZ. His comment is, why is someone who reports on something more important than someone who actually did something? I don't know. Maybe because you've got the experience of actually doing something.
No.
If you're
read it again. Read it again. I don't think that's what he meant. Go read it again.
Well, I can't go off what I think he meant. I can only go off what he said.
No,
I can't.
I'm thinking you read. Go ahead, just read it again, and I'll make my point. Go ahead, man, if you can find it. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Oh, I'm looking for it. Okay, here it is.
Okay.
Nope, that's not it. Yeah, okay. I want to find the exact message. I'm wasting a lot of time. All right, go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
I think the point he was trying to make, he was agreeing with us, but maybe I might be wrong.
Okay. The question was, the comment was, why is someone who reports on something more important than someone actually doing something? Okay,
He's agreeing with us.
He is agreeing with us.
He's agreeing with us.
I agree. Yeah.
You was about to clown the dude like Ryan Clark.
When your toilet breaks and you need a plumber, you don't call the plumber that has never fixed anybody's toilet.
Right.
When you got an aneurysm in your brain, you don't go to the plumber to ask the plumber to fix it. You go to someone that's worked on brains and done brain surgery.
Right, exactly. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews experience.
An athlete that played 5 to 8 years in the NFL, in my humble opinion, who's been in locker rooms, in meeting rooms, weight rooms, training facilities, who's done two-a-days, who's done training camps, that person can speak to the intensity or to the knowledge of the sport better than a person who's never ever played, never been in a locker room, never ever done two-a-days. The reporting that comes from the person that played is more in depth.
Listen, I think you have to make sure and add to that they are very adequate at doing the job as well.
Agreed.
Like even though Ryan Clark is a noob and he be doing noopish things and he'll come in there with some noob type outfit on that I just don't understand. Ryan Clark is very good. He is very, very good. He can do everything that those other guys, those traditional journalists do, but then he adds the extra layer, like I said, the extra tool of being able to say I played in the NFL for 10 years.
And not just that, I played in Super Bowls.
Right.
I was teammates with Troy Polamalu.
That even takes you up a higher notch. But here's the point I want to make about that. All right. Now, I believe probably 40% or 30% of the reason, or maybe 25% of the reason why they showed him the door is this thing that happened with Peter Schrager. Also, maybe mixing this thing that's going on with the SEC and him telling these kids not to go and play for these SEC schools. But, sir, you mentioned it at the very beginning. This is what ESPN does. To keep it fresh, they bring in new, 9 times out of 10, younger people. Like, you've never seen ESPN bring in an older person. You're watching 2 Live Stews experience.
They bring in...
Who was that just now, man?
That was Wiggy. She was coming to give Daddy some love before she leaves this morning to go to softball practice.
Okay.
And
I remember what you're going to say. I want to make this point. I want to finish making this point.
Right. Well, they do bring in older people sometimes, but the older people that they bring in are coming in at a different price point than the people they let go.
No, I don't know. I want you to give me some examples of that, though.
Okay.
Because I have some examples. Listen to this. Chris Carter.
Okay.
I'm giving you ESPN NFL analyst Chris Carter.
Okay.
No longer with the 4-letter network. And Chris Carter was good. Tom Jackson. Even though Tom Jackson was retired, he probably retired. That's probably not a good example.
And Tom Jackson was around for a couple of decades.
He was around for a couple of decades.
Yes.
So Chris Carter, Keyshawn Johnson. No longer there.
That's a good one.
Steve Young. No longer there. Trent Dilfer. No longer there. Teddy Bruschi. Teddy Bruschi's still there. But
Teddy Bruschi's still there.
Part of the reason why Teddy Bruschi probably keeps his job is because he played for the Patriots. This is another argument that I have, that a lot of those people that work for ESPN are from that New England, Boston area, the Connecticut, New England area.
We recently talked about that.
Okay. Tim Hasselbeck. He's still there. Tim Hasselbeck played for Boston College. Once again, politics, New England area, a lot of ties in that particular area. Randy Moss, Charles Woodson, Merrill Hodge, Ron Jaworski, Eric Allen, Lomas Brown. All of those guys are guys that were NFL analysts for ESPN 10 years ago. All of them are gone. None of them work on the network anymore. So point is your time on top is short like leprechauns with ESPN because they want to bring in new faces. They want to bring in fresh faces. Yeah. They don't want you on there talking about Jive Time Turkey when nobody's talked like that for 30 years.
Randy Moss is still there. He's still a part of the network.
I said Moss?
You did say Randy Moss.
Okay. So
you said Merle Hodge also. I think Merle Hodge is still there also.
Well, the point is like 6 to 10 year intervals. They bring in new people. Like if you stay at ESPN like we did for 6 years, that's a blessing.
It is.
It's a blessing to be there for 6 years at that particular platform because they always try to bring in new faces. They always try to bring in, fresh ideas and thought processes.
Also gone from ESPN is Bart Scott, former Jet, Baltimore Raven. Also gone from ESPN is Cam Newton, who just signed his deal last year.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand that one. That one kind of lends itself to his image because there's no other reason. He had a following, and I thought Cam was good. Very controversial. Him coming on there dressed like he dressed, I don't know if that helped his case, or maybe it didn't help his case. I'm not sure about Cam Newton. That one just is kind of strange to me that they let him go after they just gave him a deal like a year ago. I don't understand that one at all.
Just gave him a deal.
And he may have just pissed somebody off, or somebody that's in management that's making the decisions might don't like his stick.
I want to add one more thing. ESPN has recently purchased the NFL network. Mm-hmm. So there's no doubt in my mind that there's going to be some consolidation between the two different entities, one being ESPN and one being the NFL, where they use certain analysts from the NFL to do stuff on the network for ESPN. That's part of it too.
Right.
But yes, the forefront of my argument is when an athlete challenges the straight journalist and makes the comment, you never played, you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't understand, that threatens that journalist's integrity at the job.
And listen, man,
they're going to let that athlete go before they shake that journalist down who doesn't know the game like the athlete.
I swear to you, man, when I saw the morning where Ryan Clark made the comments or had this back and forth with the Peter Schrager guy, I'm not sure if I thought for sure I posted something about it, but I may have just talked about it briefly in the show. I actually, Tree can tell you, I said, give me, I did a research and looked back at the dates, and I found the day. I said, Tree, send me the link to the show that we did the morning of September 8th, 2025, because that was the next show after when the comments were made. But I remember saying to myself when it happened, you're done. Like you just hit the clock for your time to be up there at ESPN based on what you just said to this dude. When Ryan Clark went off on Peter Schrager.
Look at Brother Man's comment. Cam interviewed Jason Whitlock, and he crapped on Sassy A. Smith. And Sassy A. Smith had a problem with it.
I didn't know that. I don't know the backstory.
Okay, I do remember that. And also, Arleywood made a comment. She'll be coming on here in the next segment to do her report. Arleywood's comment was, I'm all for fresh faces, which is what we were talking about, but the way they handed him the pink slip was intentional. They wanted to remind Ryan Clark that they were the man, and he is still just an uppity ninja. Right. Ryan Clark was fired while on set at ESPN doing the NFL show.
That's another thing about this.
He was on the job when a commercial break came, and they came and told him, "Oh yeah, this your last show."
That's another part that we can identify with as well. We talked about it before, how we were unceremoniously shown the door. But I really think a lot of times they feel like that we're gonna act up, we're gonna start tipping over tables. And I really think that they don't want to make that a situation where they tell you you're fired and you go back on air. You see what I'm saying? Like when they fire you, they don't want you to get back in front of a microphone and talk about what happened when you just got fired.
Well,
so they often do it kind of like cloak and dagger. Can you come to the office so and so?
In radio and in TV, our experience has shown us that it typically happens on a Friday after your last show.
Right. They're not going to tell you before you do the show.
Right.
And you could get on there and rip them, or you can make some snide comments, some little sneaky comments about them. No way.
If you're in this business and they come to you during the show and tell you, hey, after the show, we need you to stop by a decision maker's office.
Yeah.
Your butt about to be fired.
Yeah. Now, we talked about it before, what happened to us. Get off the elevator. There's a white dude standing there in the hall. Hey, Stews, how you guys doing? We're doing fine. Hey, listen, we're having a quick meeting upstairs. Can you follow us? Like, it was very, very strange. Like, he had been standing there for 5-10 minutes timing when we normally come into the building. And he stood there and waited for us to get off that elevator. Hey, can you guys come with me? Got back on the elevator, went up to the top floor, walked us in. The rest is history. Yeah, that's just how it works. Real quick, man, and you got anything else on that? Because we do need to make a quick mention of this LeBron thing. The Miami Heat briefly posted a YouTube link titled LeBron James Introductory Press Conference before quickly deleting it. What is your thoughts on this? They quickly deleted it, so most people are saying, oh, it's a done deal. He's going to come back to Miami. Do you think that's the case, or what do you think is going on with this?
I think
how could that happen?
I think, sir, the listeners can't see this, but on this platform that we're using on StreamYard, there's a section called Media Assets, where the different things we throw up, like this, is there for us to push a button to show. It's an asset that we use in the program.
Okay.
I think what happened with the Miami Heat was someone that has access to their assets hit a button accidentally.
Okay.
And after they hit the button and realized, oh man, dang it, I just hit that button, they took it down.
Right.
But the minute it gets sent over the airways for people to see, you can't pull back who saw it.
Yeah,
and people saw it. Okay. So I think there's 4 to 5 teams that have created assets just like that because they are in the LeBron James running. And when the news drops that we've got LeBron James, they want to be able to push a button so the world can know. That's what I think happened.
I totally disagree.
All right.
I think LeBron's going back to Miami. Like, I don't see how you can make a mistake like that. Like, why would you even build an asset like you called it? Why would you even build that out
for the
and
reason
jinx yourself?
for the reason I just mentioned.
Go ahead.
There's no doubt in my mind that Miami, Cleveland, Golden State, Philadelphia are 4 teams that have created some type of LeBron James is coming to us to have ready when LeBron calls. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh, I disagree.
Sir, listen to this. Okay, listen to this.
And you're watching 2 Live Stews Experience.
During the Super Bowl, the network that is showing the Super Bowl has assets created for both teams being the winner of said Super Bowl. So the minute the game is over, they just push a button.
But Brian, why would they create this asset a week in advance? They said that he's already come out. Him and his agent have come out and said that they're not going to, or they're going to give their choice of where they're going to go, like next week.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead.
We've been hearing that he's going to come out and break this news for the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
And again, the story I just mentioned to you about the Super Bowl teams, the assets are created because the network knows one of these 2 teams are going to win. So the minute they win, we're going to push a button that's showing them winning the Super Bowl. That isn't created after the Super Bowl winner has been decided. That's created before the Super Bowl is over.
So I want to make a wager with you, first of all. But let me make this point, and you're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience. Either one is 1 or 2 things. One is it's either he's going to Miami, And then once again, in my mind, there's no reason for them to make up that asset a week and a half in advance.
Yeah,
okay?
of course, every team that's in the running,
Okay.
every team that has talked to Rich Paul and are being considered have created assets saying we have LeBron James.
Or option number 2 is the Miami Heat was just trying to create some buzz and get some clicks because they know he's not coming. Yeah, because there's no real in between. Like, I definitely disagree with you on the first thing. Like, there's no reason for them to make that type of a promotion a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. They don't even know. Hold on, that's another thing. You don't know if LeBron's not going to make his decision for another 2-3 weeks.
Well, and one of my hot takes for today's show was simply, y'all need to fall back and let LeBron make his decision when he want to make his decision.
If he doesn't make it for another 2-3 weeks, why did they make it?
Well, again, so they could hit a button the minute the decision's made. I don't think the Sacramento Kings would create this type of graphic. I don't think the Charlotte Hornets would create this type of graphic. But Miami, Cleveland, Golden State, and Philadelphia, those 4 teams would benefit by creating that type of asset. So if LeBron calls them as one of the final 4 teams, they're ready to go.
What do you mean they're ready to go?
Everybody,
they're ready to post this YouTube video?
That we have LeBron James. Yes. You want to be able to put those assets out the minute the decision is made. You don't want to have to bring the staff in to create assets saying we now have LeBron. The minute he gets the call and signs the paper, they're going to push a button. We got him.
I'm willing to wager you LeBron James is going back to the Miami Heat. How much you want to wager?
I'm not taking that wager.
What?
I have no idea where he's going to go.
You just went on for 10 minutes how you believe it was a mistake.
Well, yeah, I do believe it was a mistake. And I know for a fact that just like the Super Bowl creates assets before the game is played, I know several teams that think they're in the running have created LeBron James assets. So the minute the contract is signed, they can go.
We've used the word asset way too many times this segment. Hollywood coming up next with our entertainment report.
Y'all keep it locked.
We got fantasy football news for you. The Stu's about to drop all the details on the 2 Live Stu's Fantasy Football League. We get more details a little bit later, so stay tuned for that.
I shared that flyer with the Fantasy League from last year. Look, man, they're very excited.
And listen, Antonio Ingram even got our numbers right, man. 24 and 41.
Antonio Ingram, brilliant, man. It's your guys, the 2 Live Stews, and today's show is brought to you by Black Eden 1912 Bourbon, a premium bourbon inspired by the historic legacy of Idlewild, Michigan, known as Black Eden.
So whether you're celebrating a victory or raising a glass with friends, experience Black Eden 1912, a taste of history.
We always hooking y'all up. As a listener of the 2 Live Stews, enjoy $20 off of your online purchase by visiting blackeden1912.com/2livestews and using the promo code 2livestews when you get to checkout.
That's blackeden1912.com/2livestews and promo code 2livestews to claim your exclusive offer and experience a taste of history.
Welcome back to you guys, the 2 Live Stews. He's Dylan, I'm Ryan, together with the 2 Live Stews, and this is your 2 Live Stews experience. We want to welcome into the doghouse the great Arlie Wood.
Good morning.
Good morning, Arlie.
Wood. How are you?
Good morning, Stews. What you gonna do? It's Arlie Michelle, and I'm with the 2 Live Stews crew. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry.
Arlie, I bet you used to try to rhyme on the playground back in 1983, didn't you?
I wasn't. Was I born
83?
yet? I was like, was I born?
Well, yeah, you were born in 83.
You were born in 83.
Arlie, we talked about a couple of things that have been very interesting before we get into your report, before we get into your birthdays, and before you talk about the cruise. Do you have any thoughts or takes on some of the things that we've talked about? We can start with the instant fame comment. If someone offered you $2 million, but you had to become one of the most famous people in the world, would you take that?
Yes, as long as I was a positive international household name.
Okay, all right.
Now, if I had to have a negative fame, like infamous, I don't know if I
Well,
want that.
I don't
so you're
think
saying
I don't think you get to determine if your fame is good or bad. I don't think you get to determine that.
no?
Mm.
She's saying like she could become Puffy or she could become Prince. Is that what you're saying, Ollie?
Again, I don't know if positive fame or negative fame, but you're getting $2 million to lose all your privacy. That's the point.
That's okay. I'll be all right.
Hey, wait a minute.
I mean, people in my business now on social media, I ain't getting no money.
That's
so
okay.
I might as well get some money. Y'all could be all up in my business.
But Ollie, the minute you step outside, if it's just to go to the mailbox, there's paparazzi out there looking at what you got on, looking at how your hair is.
Yes.
Parked in front of you. I'm talking to Arlie. We've talked about it already for 2 segments. I'm talking to Arlie.
Yes.
Paparazzi want to see how you look, want to see you got makeup on, you got lipstick on. She's out the house. She's out the house. You try to go to the mall. You go to a restaurant. Your privacy is gone.
So I'm taking $1 million and I'm investing it in such a way that I don't have to leave my house. I have a really nice like a bowling alley underneath. I got a movie theater. I'm making investments in my house.
A fortress like Prince, like Paisley Park.
No, you're not. You're not with that $2 million. You're not going to afford the house of Prince or of Eddie Murphy.
I didn't say it had to be that house, but you don't think for at least a meal I could get some kind of really nice house?
It'll be fly. It'll be fly.
With stuff in it.
It'll be fly.
Especially in Bug Tussle, Tennessee, or Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay. So that was the first part that you may have had a comment on. Back to this Ryan Clark thing. Do you have a comment on the Ryan Clark situation before we get into your report?
Yes, and I actually tagged y'all in it the other day. Yesterday, I think it was. It took me a minute to post my post because sometimes just cutting it together, you get sidetracked. Somebody called me and threw me all off. But I think we should have been boycotting ESPN a while ago. And my exact words were, why are we not boycotting ESPN? We should be listening to the Two Live Stews. It's not a shameless plug.
No, it is a shameless plug, and we love it.
Well,
why would you listen to ESPN or the Puppet Factory when you can listen to us?
I was like, first of all, y'all gave us Stephen A. Sassy with all his stuff. He talking about Jasmine Crockett. He dogging out women. We need to be nice to Trump. All this foolishness for the establishment. And I get it. That's your job, man. I get it. But sometimes if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And I think that is what happens at ESPN. Why are we listening to them? And then the dude and I watched that. Ryan Clark was very diplomatic when he spoke to the. He
tried to be.
He was.
Listen,
I
I'm sorry. Let me jump in for 1 second. This is kind of like the thing going on with the owners of Toast. That chick knew in the back of her mind she shouldn't have done that. When Ryan Clark made those comments, he knew it. He even paused for a second or two because he knew he knows
it was well thought out.
That industry.
It was well thought out.
He took his time. He tried to say it the best way he could, and it still bit him in the ass.
But you're never going to be able to, your oppressor is never going to allow you to talk about them. Now, we keep acting like we're going to have this opportunity to I'm going to get it, y'all.
Yep.
They own the networks. They own the media. This Skydance is going around about to buy everyone. We're going to almost be like Russia or China where you watch what we tell you to watch.
That's true.
And they're continuing to feed us the stuff they want us to watch. They want us to see that all the black people are bad and we're killing everybody. They want us to see that these athletes, I want you to shut up and play. I do not care about these degrees you've gotten at these schools. I don't want to hear about that. Just run yourself up and down that court, field, hockey, court, field. What else they got?
We got soul on ice these days. So this brother.
It ain't as much soul on ice as it is on football. They want you to shut up and play.
Yep.
The president in 2020, he even said it. Hornstickle said it when we were, trying to just use our platforms that we're not being disrespectful. We're just letting you know we are not happy about some of the ways we've been treated. And Jennifer Lewis said it best in something she was speaking the other day. The actress, the godmother of, the industry.
Love her.
She was like, we have a platform. They pay us a lot of money oftentimes to do this. We need to use our platforms to help in social issues. I'm not telling you, she said, when you post your little cute pictures and you think you're cute, all you do is to put #vote or, social justice or whatever the thing is. But when you get all this stuff and then you go in your little house, you took your $2 million and you hide in the house, that's not how you're supposed to do that.
The instant fame
Let
poll
Ollie
is up
cook,
for you guys
man.
to vote. The instant fame post is up for you guys to vote. Vote 1 if you're going to take the money. 2 if you're keeping your privacy. And all the things that we were talking about. Ollie, thank you for listening early in the morning, and
But
thank you for sharing your thoughts. That's okay.
We'll be famous, but you ain't getting this phone.
That was a different day. That was a different day.
Ollie.
That was a different day. All right, Ollie, we're looking forward to your report. What you got for us today?
So first of all, I want to say what's up to everybody out there. For those that don't know me, I am Arlie Michelle, and I have the privilege of doing the Arliewood Report with these wonderful Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience. Every Monday and Thursday morning, I get to talk that out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Great job, man. I want you to sing a cruise song. Sing Cruising with You first. Cruising with you.
Cruising with you. Cruising with you.
Thank you so much. So guys and gals out there, dogs and poodles, Stew Nation, we will be experiencing love on the Love Boat Big Game Cruise, a Two Live Stews Super Bowl Cruise, second annual, happening February 12th through 15th. We got a room for you. Hit me up. I am working on getting my I have been banned from my Google number. I'm getting it back so that y'all can call me without having to call me. So I am working on getting a number, but until then, hit me up at SM as in Mary. That's, I don't know what the S is, but something echo .Arliewood. That's a wood like you get in the morning. Bam, at gmail.com. Hit me up so that we can get your space on the cruise. I sent back emails to people. I'm going to send out newsletters to everybody. Hopefully over the weekend, I have a chance to work on that so that I can, I got a party on the weekend, but so that I can let everybody know where they stand and remind you to pay your rest of your money because we got to pay it. But it's a great opportunity for you to come and experience some fun. We are on the Royal Caribbean going from Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas, to Coco Cay, back to Fort Lauderdale. We're going to spend some time with the Two Live Stews the night before we cruise, break a little bread, do a little dance, get down tonight. So we're going to have ourselves some fun that whole weekend. And what better way to spend that time with your loved one, loving football and your loved one on the Two Live Stews Super Bowl Cruise.
That's right. It's kill two birds with one stone. That weekend is Valentine's Day weekend. So we'll watch the Super Bowl that Sunday, and you can have your wife, your friend, your old lady or whatever on the cruise as well and handle that Valentine thing. Yes.
So we look forward to seeing you. I look forward to hearing from you. And no, it is not too late. But I'm going to tell y'all, this cruise is selling out because there are a lot of people that have this really great idea. Like, I'm going to get to watch football and take my boo somewhere. Woo woo! So there are a lot of guys that are capitalizing on this opportunity. So come on and join us. It's not too late. I look forward to hearing from you.
And as a matter of fact, Doug, let's talk about that real quick, briefly, because I don't want to step on Ollie's report. Isn't the Super Bowl typically the first weekend of February? I think the NFL did this on purpose.
You do?
It's usually the first weekend in February, not the second, the first.
Okay, it might be.
I'm not sure.
Gotta look that up.
But I always thought it went to that. Well, it was the 7th last year, but that weekend felt funny.
It was the first weekend last year. It's usually the first weekend in February, not the second.
I always thought it was the second weekend only because I thought they gave that week off, and then when they went to 17 teams, it pushed it over into February anyway. So I thought it was the second, but you know better than I because
not 17 teams, but 17
I'll take
weeks.
your EBT, Real Scott. I'll figure out how to make it work. They feed us so well on the ship that I don't think they want our EBT. They got food in every nook and cranny.
Good food.
Think of.
Good food. Really good food. Several types of foods, several restaurants, several bars, casinos. The boat is thebomb.com.
This crew had all the drink options. Oh my God. I think I don't remember being sober. But anyway.
You got 8 minutes, Ollie. What you got for us?
I'm gonna do what I do. Birthdays, first up. That's probably what all the time is gonna take. But so first up, so let your soul glow. Actor Eric LaSalle is 64 years old. The guy who played in America. And he was a doctor on he got himself in some hot water too. Singer-songwriter Kim is 59. Now, Stews, y'all might know, so I'm gonna sing this. I bet you didn't know this,
Ryan and Doug.
Did y'all know that Dalvin, Mr. Dalvin, first of all, his last name is DeGrate. Like he's saying I'm DeGrate, but that's really his last name, D-E, then capital Grate. Maybe it's like DeGrate. We're gonna say that. He his birthday is today. That's 1/4 the member of Jodeci. But did you know that it was 2 sets of brothers in that group?
Yeah.
I did not know that they were brothers.
What?
I didn't know JoJo and Casey were brothers. So I bet you didn't know that Arlen and Michelle. I need to sing it to myself.
Yeah, the other 2 dudes are brothers as well.
Devontae
They
and
look alike. You don't think they look alike?
one of them always had on glasses. I ain't never see his little glass. I never saw his face.
Hell yeah, that's Jodeci. That might be my favorite group of all time, man.
I love me some Jodeci. Devontae but today is Mr. Dalvin's birthday. He turns 55. He was one of the ones that did all the like production and stuff.
Right, exactly.
Comedian actor Marlon Wayans is 54 today. Destiny Child's Michelle Williams, 47. Olympic gold medalist, 2008 Olympic gold medalist Natasha Hastings is 40. But yesterday we missed the birthdays of the great, one of y'all's, frat brothers, the king of funk, George Clinton, turned 85 yesterday.
Hey man, we can get George on whenever you want. We can get George on.
We can get George on.
Let's make that happen.
That would be so
I
awesome.
just saw it looked like a recent concert he did. Mothership
It was
came
in
down and
It
everything.
was in Essence, sir. It was in
in
Essence.
Essence.
Oh, that was Essence.
They brought the mothership back for the first time in like 30 or 40 years at Essence Festival.
He had the cane. He's not moving around too well. But yeah, if we can get George Clinton on, why not?
All right.
Very good. And actor Danny Glover, who we spoke about a while back, that found out he has Alzheimer's, turned 80. Crooner Keith Sweat is 65. Whew.
Wow.
I know.
I didn't realize Keith Sweat was that much older than me, though.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
He was just crooning. He was a bigger. Moses Baird III, also known as rapper Peter Pablo, twisted up and twisted around your head like a helicopter.
And you all up in North Carolina this week.
I'm in the Carolinas today.
Peter Pablo?
Peter Pablo. He's 52. Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott. I didn't think he was still playing, but I guess he is. He's 31. And
I don't think he's playing.
No, he's not playing.
Well, it says it on the Google machine. My Google machine said he was in the Dallas Cowboys.
He retired 4 or 5 years ago.
I thought so. I was like, he can't still be. He didn't have a good. Anyway, tomorrow is several greats, y'all. Karl Malone, Barry Bonds, and Rick Fox will all celebrate birthdays tomorrow. 63, 62, and 57. The Kadeem Hardison. Dwayne Wayne is 60.
Damn. Wow. Yeah.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
Our era.
So quickly, we're going to talk about this. I know y'all have, if you haven't already heard out there, unfortunately, it's been a year since Malcolm Jamal Warner were drowned on a family vacation in Costa Rica. And his wife said she was trying very hard to handle this situation quietly for the past year, but she is suing his estate. Well, really his trust, not his estate. She feels like the estate doesn't have the money necessary for what he promised in their what's it called when you have a prenuptial agreement?
Prenup?
So they had a prenup, and one of the things, there were several things in the prenup. It was supposed to agree to purchase and maintain a term life insurance policy in the amount of $1 million with her as the sole beneficiary. He never purchased the policy. He was supposed to pay her $16,000 a year on their anniversary, create a retirement account, and pay her a salary of $5,000 per month as his chief of staff, but failed to do so. Oh, and also maintain a college fund for their daughter, 9-year-old daughter, Mackenzie. But he had not had the opportunity because they got married in 2022, even though they have a 9-year-old daughter. He had not gotten the opportunity to do that, nor had he changed his trust from when he was 26 years old. She said that was in the works as well, but that is, of course, his mother is the executor of his trust. And so the question remains, like, what do y'all think is? I think it's fair that it's what if that's in writing, that's what it is.
She's stuck like Chuck if she don't have documents that can show that those things were agreed upon and that is what he's wanted. She's stuck like Chuck. All they're going to go off of is that prenup and what's in there. She can't circumvent what's in that prenup if she doesn't have an official document saying we have this, and this established.
Well, she sued in Georgia and California. She's suing in Georgia because the Warner family trust is located in California, but their house and they lived here in Georgia. And what legal experts are saying is that, when you get a trust, that's the reason people put their stuff in a trust, because it is given to who they want to have it. Whoever's named on that trust is a trustee. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the premarital agreement, if that's what it says in it, the premarital agreement doesn't supersede it, but it is a direction. So it would say that he was doing these things, he is owed that, and she would have to go about suing the trust if his estate doesn't have those things in it. So I hate that because, you know, his name, it was already a shock to our systems that he was you know, died in the manner in which he did at 54 years old and still had so much life and was still doing so many great things, still acting, still all those things. But it's unfortunate that his family is having to battle. His mom is not responding to any of this as of yet. I think it might look worse than it is, but the wife is on Gayle King, a full interview today. She was I haven't seen the interview because it's on this morning, but she wasn't like airing dirty laundry. Gayle King said she didn't even know that the wife had filed the lawsuit. So when she asked the question of how she and the mom were getting along, how they were dealing with it, and she responds with this, it was like a uh-oh. So it's out.
Oh, I was about to ask that question. Okay. So it's not like they go in at each other's necks and she's trying to take her baby money.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
She said she is at least, if nothing else, owed $1,276,042.46.
That's the insurance policy.
That's insurance policy plus the $16,000 plus the $5,000 per month plus any attorney and legal fees that she said that she feels they should pay against it. So we'll be watching that. And just so y'all know, I know we don't fool with him like that, but Snoop Dogg is finally getting a biopic, and it will air August the 6th, 2027. That's the young man that will be playing Snoop. This is exactly 12 years after Straight Outta Compton debuted. So Universal Pictures will be producing it. It's going to be directed by Craig Brewer, who did Hustle and Flow. And we're going to get to see I don't know what they're going to show me that I don't already know what y'all dealt with, but okay.
If Snoop didn't get down or show us that he was down with the orange guy, I would have been the first one in line to see it, but
I know.
I don't think I can go see that.
I know it's going to be rough. And we still have our prayers out for Nolan Rhodes' family. The updates were inconclusive on the autopsy. They're still waiting on the toxicology reports. But
allegedly, his throat and lungs were not a part of the autopsy that Crump's people could get a hold of.
Right. They said because Mississippi had already done the autopsy, and that's normal practice to take out those parts, but they're missing his throat and lung, like other organs, and so they're hoping that Mississippi will share it. Mississippi hasn't yet revealed anything.
Outstanding
job.
We're
dealing with.
Do y'all trust Mississippi to do anything?
Not at all.
No,
Not at all.
I'll just make sure.
Outstanding job, Ollie. We appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
y'all.
Ollie, you sticking around, right? You sticking around, Ollie, right?
I'll be in the chat.
Okay, awesome.
Up next in the Doghouse with you guys, the Two Live Stews. If you just had your fibula fixed because of a broken leg, should you be doing backflips? Doug and I talk about that up next.
And we're going to roll out and unveil all of the details about the Two Live Stews Fantasy League 2026. Get your team. Better grab your spot.
We've been getting out here
money.
late. We've been getting out of here late every segment, but we got to do better.
Yep, let's go.
Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan, he's Doug, together with the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews Experience. Shorty, shouts out to the wonderful people in Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. We appreciate y'all. Y'all can see everything Two Live Stews at twolivestews.com. Again, that website is twolivestews.com.
And we need to stress that a little bit more, man. Everything Two Live Stews, just go to twolivestews.com. So the stew store where you can get merchandise, you can find out information about us and doing speaking engagements. Like there's a bunch of different, like you said earlier, a million times, assets on twolivestews.com. Don't worry about Two Live Stews YouTube, Two Live Stews Facebook, twolivestews.com, twolivestews.com. Everything that you need is right there.
Well, man, pretty crazy story in the National Football League.
Hold on. Before we do that, I thought we were going to talk about the fantasy.
Okay, that sounds great.
So, Two Live Stews Fantasy Football League is back. First time in, I don't know, 15 years?
Well, no, we did a league last year on the same platform.
Yeah, we did. Okay, you're
We
right.
did.
You're
Oh,
right,
we no.
you're right.
I'm not asking you because
Right.
we did a fantasy league last year.
Right. I didn't participate though.
Right, but that doesn't mean we didn't do it because you didn't participate. One
You're
monkey don't
right.
stop no show.
You're right. So we're bringing the Two Live Shoes Fantasy Football Experience, the Ultimate Fantasy Football League. $100 entry fee for all teams. First place going to get 60% of the prize pot. Second place, 25%. So we can't really give numbers on how much the payout's going to be right now because we don't know how many people are going to join the league. And we are doing, if we get over 10 people for the first league, we're doing multiple leagues. So you can get in the second league or the third league, yada, 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 yada. But a lot of trash talk, depending on how many people we get, big time payouts, fun, ish talking galore. You know, join your boys, Two Live Shoes Fantasy Football League. Let's go.
I posted this flyer in the Two Live Shoes Fantasy Football chat that we had last year. And just about every member that was a part of that league last year gave me the thumbs up saying, we will be in. Count us in. So the first league, even though we hadn't started it yet, the first league is probably already full with the participants from last year's fantasy league. So we're going to allow additional members to join. If we get 1,000 people, we'll have 10 leagues, 10 teams. Everybody's going to be in.
So this is what you do. Email me. You see it at the bottom, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. That's sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. In the subject line, okay, put fantasy and your name, your full name, all right? And what I'm going to do is reply to you with the link so you can pay your entry fee, all right? We've got a cool little system set up where it's going to kind of house the entry fee money and, you know, manage that. And then once you do that, then I'm going to reply to me that you've done that you paid your deposit, and I'm going to reply to you with the link so you can set up your team. We're doing ESPN. We're doing the ESPN.
Yes, we are using
football,
ESPN.
So
yes,
join your boys, man. Let's see what you know about this fantasy. I feel like I'm going to win it all this year, man.
A lot of information on the flyer. Check it out. Again, you're going to email Doug. Very excited about it this year. The person that comes in first, second, and or third in this year's league is going to get pizzade. Pizzade.
Absolutely.
So
we're giving away a fantasy championship ring. I don't know. It's hard to see right there in the middle, at the bottom. So one of the grand prizes for the first place winner, we're going to also get you a ring, you know, like an official ring.
Is the ring going to be one of those candy ring pops that you can suck on your finger?
No, it's going to be a fantasy football championship ring.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. So email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and put fantasy and your name, your entire name in the subject line. I'll reply to you with the link to pay your entry fee. And then after you complete that, I will reply to you with the link to set up your team.
The winning of a percentage of the pot is big, but in my eyes, winning that ring is even bigger.
A lot of people will look at it like that.
No question.
Yeah.
All right.
You get a championship ring. I mean, that says something. Giants running back Cam Scatterboo, who Ryan hates for some reason. You're very strange in this type of stuff, man. You love Caitlin Clark, but for whatever reason, you hate Cam Scatterboo. If you're new to the show, went viral after failing to stick a backflip during an appearance at a Fanatics Fest. The stunt immediately alarmed Giants fans because Scatterboo was attempting it on the same right leg that suffered a season-ending injury last October. Okay? He dislocated his right ankle, fractured tibia, and fractured fibula, and ruptured deltoid ligaments. Like, he really messed this thing up.
Right. Stop right there for a quick second, sir. A running back, tibia, fibula, deltoid muscle messed up in his leg. And he gets those things repaired and fixed. He's been doing rehab and working out around the clock to be ready for this upcoming season. And he makes a personal appearance at this Fanatics event and does a backflip.
Right.
What's wrong with these young people?
No, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I got a different perspective than you, man. You're watching the Two Live Shoes Experience.
What's your perspective?
Speaking from the standpoint of somebody that tore up his knee ACL, on crutches for 6 weeks, a cast from my hip down to my ankle, and going through the rehab afterwards. I think that it's actually encouraging that he had enough confidence that he could do a backflip and not re-injure himself. Because I'm telling you, in that entire rehab process, you're conscious of not re-injuring it. And so psychologically is a big part of that type of injury, man, that you can come back from it. To me, a guy going through that rehab for a major injury, I'm saying Cam Scatterboo is ready to play football.
It is a Giving Thursday. As you can see, the Cash App logo at the bottom of the screen. Quick question for you, sir.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how I looked at it. Go ahead.
I saw you when you were injured. When you were in Orangeburg at South Carolina State, you stepped into a pothole, which I still think is a payday for you if you find the right people to fight that case for you. It's neither here nor there. My question to you is simple.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you during this time, man, and the cast that you had was not up to your hip. Why do you always say that?
No, it was.
No, it wasn't up to your hip.
What do you mean? Well, I mean, it was to the right to the bottom part of my buttocks. That's okay. It's up to my hip, basically.
No, that's.
I had a cast that was over my foot. You can't tell me. This was me. I won for 6 weeks.
The foot is not the question, but the hip is at this present moment.
Go ahead. So what's your point?
I'm just a truth teller, and I want you to tell the truth. It wasn't a cast from your foot to your hip.
So is that the point you wanted to make, or is there something else you want to say about this? Give your thoughts about Scatterboo doing a backflip, coming back from all of this.
John Harbaugh had a great point when talking to people in the media about the situation. He said, at a minimum, he wished he would have stuck the landing, and he didn't do that. He's going to talk to him about it, but he wished he would have stuck the landing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got to protect your money at all costs. Looking back at my career, I did a lot of things where I wasn't thinking about what could happen if it doesn't work right.
Mm-hmm.
The racing the motorcycles, the jumping out of planes, the being 50 feet deep in ocean water, swimming by sharks and stuff like that.
Back up.
What?
I was going to comment on the motorcycle thing because every time I saw you, I told you, why are you doing this stuff with this motorcycle? You
and Uncle Donnie did not like the motorcycles.
Doesn't make sense, but that's neither here nor there. You've jumped out of a plane before? You parachuted before?
I've jumped out of planes twice. I'm one jump away from being able to jump by myself. I've done tandem jumps where I jumped and I was on the back of someone else. I've done 2 tandem jumps, and it takes a third tandem jump before you can jump by yourself. And I hadn't done that yet, but I have all intentions on, once my kids get out of the house and have their own lives, I have all intentions on doing a free jump by myself.
See, I think you be making some of this. You just talk about me making something up. I think you be making this stuff up. You never told me that you jumped out of a plane before.
Well, I've got a video of it, and I even showed the video on air when we did radio years ago.
You got a video of it. Can we get that on the show?
I would have to find it, man.
And what's the video of? You had like a camera on your helmet or something?
The person that the person's back that I was on. There's several people that jumped.
Back. Why were you on some man's back?
It's called a tandem jump. It's called a tandem jump. It's called a tandem jump.
Where was this at? Vegas?
No. As a matter of
fact, they do that in Vegas. They do that type of stuff in Vegas. Go ahead.
It was in Georgia, at a little airstrip that's not too far away from Thornton Road where you used to live off of. It was out there in that area.
I can hear our grandmother right now. You ain't got no business out there. You got no business out there.
That's true.
Our grandmother never. The first time, did she ever ride on a plane, or did she went to her grave and never rode on a plane?
I don't think she ever.
Whenever my mother tried,
that didn't make any sense to her.
Right. Whenever our mother tried to get her to get on a plane, like to go to a funeral in New York or something like that with family, she was like, "I got no business up there. You have no business jumping out of a plane. That's not what we do."
I have the video because when you jump, there's 1 or 2 people that jump with you that were videoing the jumps. So it was on a disc and it was formatted and everything, had music. had our landing, had us loading the parachute to get on the plane. If I can find it, I'll look for it and see if I can find it to see if Tree can put it up. But yeah, man, it's a tandem jump. But yeah, I did all those things. I'm a thrill seeker, and now that I look back at it, just like I'm looking at the Cam Scatterboo jump, I did a lot of stupid things that put my career in jeopardy. And that's why I mentor these young people now that play sports to talk about the do's and don'ts that you should be doing with your career. Riding motorcycles, jumping out of planes, and scuba diving 50 feet or deeper in the ocean where there's sharks and stuff doesn't make much sense if you're making X amount of money doing your career.
And Scatterboo, evidently, he does this backflip all the time. It's something he's kind of known for. He didn't stick the landing because they were like on some type of carpet.
Soft surface
on some type of soft surface mat or whatever.
Right.
And I'm sure that Giants fans saw that and they heart skipped a beat.
Yeah,
if you're new to the show, I'm a fan of Cam Scatterboo. Ryan, for some reason, hates the ground he walks on. If you want to discuss that a little bit.
Well,
you think he's overrated? You don't think he's that good?
No, I just thought he was overhyped to be looked at as the savior at the running back position for the New York Giants, who've had some incredible running backs. But the world tried to tell us how great Cam Scatterboo was and how he was going to change the position, how he was going to be the reason why they win a Super Bowl. And I kept saying, nah, I don't see all that in this short, too heavy running back that y'all are looking at.
He was a beast at Arizona State. He was a beast in the little time we saw him last year in the NFL.
He had an amazing 1 year run. He did.
You think he's getting too much love because he's a Nordic?
No question. The Nordics are going to highlight having a Nordic that is having success at that position.
Okay, so
they're going to throw that in your face every chance they get.
Let me ask you this: the one person in the history of the world has ever done this, do you think that you think would call out that type of situation? Is me, right?
I agree with that, yes.
Meaning if I thought that he was getting too much love because he was a Nordic, I would call it out, right?
Right.
I don't think so, man. That's a bad boy. He like the juggernaut.
Well,
he's the juggernaut, man. He got great balance. He will run through you. And he got some good shiftiness, man. I like Scatterboo.
He's no Christian McCaffrey, but he did have a good successful
year. No, but he can't.
Year.
Christian McCaffrey can't run over dudes like Scatterboo. And I like him. I don't know. From day one, we started talking about this guy in the league. I like him. I think that
I was wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, and I admitted to being wrong about Cam Scatterboo. It didn't even take a whole season. I admitted being wrong prior to him losing the rest of his season last year with the injury.
Mm-hmm.
I admitted to needing to fall back on my Cam Scatterboo stance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm interested to see how he looks when he comes back because the injury was so devastating that I just don't know how effective he's going to be at running the ball on those legs. But we'll see.
I mean,
yeah, I was wrong.
But that goes back to my point. For him to psychologically even run that through his mind that he could do a backflip, because you have to believe, he has to be saying in his mind, I can't do this because I may re-injure myself. Like the issue of re-injury has to come in his mind. And for him to do it just so
cavalier,
like, he's cool. He's good to go. I think he's 100% ready to go, man.
For the record, you mentioned me hating him. Hate is a very strong word. I don't hate Cam Scatterboo, but I do hope that he is ready and over the injury to be able to do what he loves to do. I hope he does a good job. I hope he's healthy. I highly recommend that he stop doing backflips, but I hope it works out for him.
Okay, man. All right.
Shouts out to the good people at Black Eden. Today's show is sponsored by the good folks in Black Eden 1912 Bourbon. It's a premium inspired by the historic legacy of Idlewild, Michigan. It's known as Black Eden. It doesn't matter if you're celebrating a victory or raising glass with some friends, celebrating a graduation or marriage. Experience Black Eden 1912, a taste of history. As a listener of the Two Live Stews, you can enjoy $20 off of your online purchase by visiting blackeden1912.com/2livestews and using the promo code 2livestews when you get to checkout.
We've been trying to compile these pictures of listeners that have bought bottles. And at some point, we're going to show those. We got to talk about it, I guess, more with Tree. But shouts out to Bussa. Listen to the show for a long, long time. Has come through to TDSS several times. He took a picture on social media with the bottle, and he bought his bottle and ordered his bottle and used a 20% discount, and it's all love. Thank you, Bussa.
Not 20%, $20. The big difference. Not 20%, $20 off of your online purchase.
Okay.
That's blackeden1912.com/2livestews. Promo code 2livestews to claim your exclusive offer and allow yourself to experience the taste of history. Up next in the Doghouse with the Two Live Stews, last 48. We still have our poll question up. Instant fame. If someone offered you $2 million, but you had to become one of the most famous people in America, losing nearly all of your privacy, would you take it? I said no. Everybody else is saying yes.
You know what I'm finding out later in my age, man?
Tree said no also. So as a matter of fact, since Tree said no, I'm going to say yes.
You know what I'm learning later in life, man?
Don't agree with her.
I really thought I knew black people. I thought this poll was going to be 99%. Take the $2 million.
No. Yeah, you're going to have no life, man. Your restaurant life is done. You're going to the mall life is done. Going to a show is done. Taking the kids to a parade is done. You just can't do those things. You got to stay in your crib. Eddie Murphy has everything he likes to do at his crib because he can't go out in public.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't want that life. So y'all vote on the poll. Hit a 1 or 2 in the comment section. And when we get back, we got a great last 48. Y'all keep it locked.
Yeah, man. Can't go just pass him $2 million like it ain't nothing.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't nothing, but yeah, I mean, I hustle. You figure that out.
You make it somewhere else.
I don't want to give up my life for it. That's all. I just don't want to give up my life for it.
You're not okay. Right.
It's your guys, the Two Live Stews, and today's show is brought to you by Black Eden 1912 Bourbon, a premium bourbon inspired by the historic legacy of Idlewild, Michigan, known as Black Eden.
So whether you're celebrating a victory or raising a glass with friends, experience Black Eden 1912, a taste of history.
We always hooking y'all up. As a listener of the Two Live Stews, enjoy $20 off of your online purchase by visiting blackeden1912.com/2livestews and using the promo code 2livestews when you get to checkout.
That's blackeden1912.com/2livestews and promo code 2livestews to claim your exclusive offer and experience a taste of history.
Olivia Miles should be considered for MVP this year. Olivia Miles has become a appointment viewing in the sports space, period. Like last night, she had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. She was 13 of 24 from the field, helped the Lynx out to their 6th straight win. But that is Olivia Miles' 3rd 30-point game of her career. She is now 1 30-point game away from tying Caitlin Clark's rookie mark of 4 30-point games. The record for the most 30-plus point games by a rookie came from Cynthia Cooper with 8, but Olivia Miles with 3, and it is not even the All-Star break yet of the WNBA season. The Minnesota Lynx have continuously been playing without previous MVP candidate, Nafisa Collier, and yet the play of Olivia Miles has them squarely as the number 1 team in the WNBA right now. I'm ready to say it with my whole chest, CJ. Olivia Miles should be considered for MVP this year. She should be. I won't whisper it anymore.
Shout out to Olivia Miles. She's a beast. She's a beast. Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. Quick reminder, it is a Giving Thursday, so please find some time to give. We posted the QR code on the screen for often showing you how you can give on Cash App. And if you want to use the platform, that's also well. But we highly recommend you using the Cash App at the bottom of the screen.
So Mr. Fan Club of president of the Caitlin Clark Fan Club, what's your thoughts on Olivia Miles? And by the way, let me just throw this out there. I 100% agree. Olivia Miles should be in the competition. I think that across the board, most people are going to say Asia Wilson's going to win it just because she's won it so many times and she's such a dominant player and she's won championships. But I think Olivia Miles, game-wise, is the most aesthetically pleasing game that I've ever seen from a woman before in my life. She's super fun to watch. She's super, super talented. She's a marketing stalwart with the big afro and everything. She's got personality.
I love her.
Like, I love this chick, man. I love her.
As much as I love her, I don't think she's going to be the MVP when you got Asia Wilson, who is more known than her, who's been around longer than her, and who's averaging more points than her at 26 points per game. Kelsey Mitchell's averaging 23 points per game, and Breonna Stewart is averaging 21 points per game. I think that her game translates to a game that could be synonymous with an NBA player's game. Yes. I can see Olivia Miles having success in the NBA if she was on a handful of teams that needed a guard in the NBA. She's a beast.
Man, she's basically the female Magic Johnson. As a rookie.
Without the size.
Well,
part of Magic.
So probably a better.
Part of Magic's allure was the fact that he was 6'9".
Okay, right. So let me take that back. Maybe I'm trying to think of somebody that's talented passing the ball like her. Maybe Jason Kidd. Maybe a better Jason Kidd. They both real light-skinned. That would work, right?
Not a better Jason Kidd. Her game is along the lines of a Jason Kidd. Yes.
No, I mean better passing. She makes more, the death-defying passes Magic, but she looked like Jason Kidd, kind of looked like they could be brothers and sisters.
She's phenomenal, man. I love her. I absolutely love her. She's phenomenal. Again, there's several players in the WNBA where if I'm flipping through channels looking for something to watch and I see said team with said player, I'm stopping right there.
Right.
And Olivia Miles, I enjoy games where she is on the floor.
She got the little hezzy. She got little moves like our homeboy Teddy Chisholm used to have back in the day.
Right. Shout out to Teddy Chisholm.
That little herky jerky.
Willie Vegas. Yeah.
She got a left hand. She can go to the basket either side.
Way. Ambidextrous.
She can shoot the J.
Yes.
She just got style and pizzazz.
Yes. She's phenomenal.
I love when she come out with the blowout. I love when she played a game with the blowout, man.
Which I hadn't seen her play this year with her hair in braids. It's been a blowout. She's got the afro.
I've seen her in the braids once or twice. But most of the time she got the blowout going. Love her. Can we get you on her bandwagon like you on Caitlin Clark's bandwagon?
I love Olivia Miles.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't want to get into, if I had Olivia Miles in this hand and Caitlin Clark in this hand, who would I take? I don't want to get into that. But I love Olivia Miles.
She ain't turning the ball over every other possession down the court either.
Nope.
Like some people.
Nope. Yeah. She hadn't dropped 45 points in the game either, like some people. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, but she's tied at this point in her career. I think the stat was with 30-point games. She's got 3 30-plus point games this year.
Well,
the stat.
In Caitlin Clark's rookie year, she had 4. So she's one
right. That's
game
what I'm
away.
saying.
She's one game away from tying Caitlin Clark.
Which means she's going to pass it because they aren't even at midseason yet.
Well, they're not at midseason yet because the All-Star game, as a matter of fact, the game last night was the last game prior to the WNBA All-Star weekend.
Yeah, she got to get 2 more to tie. She'll get 3 more in the second half of the season.
Well, she needs 1 more to tie because she's got 3
1 more.
now.
I'm sorry, 1 more. Yeah.
Caitlin had 4.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's run these last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. If you didn't know, if you're new to the show, we got a chat group with 40,000 people. We literally get hundreds of posts a day.
I got so many notes that I've taken over the week that I wanted to talk about, but there's just not enough time in the day to get to all of it.
There was a lot of interesting stuff to talk about today on today's show.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
When I put together this run, I was like, oh yeah, we got a bunch of little interesting conversation starters.
Before we get to the first thing on the last 48, on Saturday, November 7th, it's going to be an incredible football day. You're going to have Ohio State versus Oregon. You're going to have Alabama versus LSU. You're going to have Georgia versus Ole Miss. You're going to have Miami versus Notre Dame. And to end the night, you have BYU versus Utah. Again, that's November 7th, a college football day of just amazing football. Okay, I want to share that.
Okay, all right. It's just very random.
Well, I've got a lot of random thoughts that I want to share from doing research throughout the last show. So I try to share my random thoughts throughout the course of our show. Let's go.
The reason I thought this was good, and once again, my man Rel Scott makes the countdown. God damn it. Man, Rel Scott, Philly's finest. Rel Scott makes the countdown.
Instead of this ninja being in his job, doing his job's work, he's looking through the web on top 5 so he can pull. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Rank these small forwards: Larry Bird, LeBron James, Julius Erving, Kevin Durant, and Scottie Pippen. What's interesting about this, if you watched this or if you saw this on the 2 Live Stews chat group, overwhelmingly, the person that came in last on this was Dr. J. Which tells me
he's coming in last on my vote too, man. Now, I love Dr. J, and I've got a picture of Dr. J. I probably should have added for today's picture of the day. But, yeah, man, Dr. J's game was not on the level of any of these guys. He was a great dunker. He was a good shooter. He had to blow out like Olivia Miles. But when it came to, yeah, man, was he an effective three-point shooter?
This is so blasphemous.
Did he have a mid-range shot?
And listen, I think this is one of them situations where the 3.5 years you younger than me come into play. Succinctly put, Dr. J was Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan. Matter of fact, I posted that yesterday on this post, and somebody said,
I'm sorry,
you're
man.
doing a disservice to Dr. J by saying he's something compared to Michael Jordan.
I understand.
The name Dr. J, the coolest nickname maybe in sports, the most high-flying basketball player that we'd ever seen at that time.
We're not talking about the best name.
What?
We're not talking about the best name on this board. We're talking about the best player.
Hey, man, Dr. J is not coming in. So what order would you put these guys in? I'm just going to move on, man, because we could stay on this all day. You're very disrespectful. That's why we got the yin to the yang on this show, because a lot of times you just all happy-go-lucky and ready to throw old school under the bus. And I gotta kind of keep you in line with this stuff. You can't put Dr. J last. No matter what you do, I don't care whatever you do, you can't put him last out of these 5 guys.
If your team is in a championship and your small forward was the best player on your team, which 5 of these do you want to be that player? You get to pick one of these guys, and your team is in the finals, and your small forward is going to demand the ball. Which one of these 5 players do you want? You get to pick one. Who are you picking?
We got to move on. Rank them. Question is rank them.
Well, I asked you a different question. I know what the question is. I'm going to get to that. But my question is, if you could pick one, who are you picking?
What was the criteria again? And you watch 2 Live Stews.
Your team is in the finals. You get to pick one of these guys to be a small forward that's going to dominate the ball. Who do you want to have the ball out of these 5?
Give me Dr. J. Give me Julius Erving.
All right.
Give me Julius Erving.
I'm going with the King 1. I'm going with Scottie Pippen 2. I'm going with Larry Bird 3. I'm going with Kevin Durant. Then I'm going with Dr. J.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. Give me LeBron 1. And give me Dr. J number 2.
Yeah.
But to have him at last is ridiculous.
Look at you, man,
There's
giving
so
LeBron number 1.
If you go back to the comments of this on the 2 Live Stews chat group, there was a bunch of people that had Doc last. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah. His skills, again, the game has
evolved. At the height of his career, his name might have been bigger Maybe slightly lower than Jordan at the height of his career. But
I
he
don't
was
care about
Jordan before Jordan is the point.
I don't care about the height of his career and what he was. I care about skill sets. And his skill set is limited compared to all these other guys.
You're basing that on video. You weren't old enough to really realize how
I
great
remember
a player he was. Maybe
I remember Dr. J. I remember Dr. J.
It's really blasphemous for you to say stuff like this, man. Go to the next one, Tree.
Pippen couldn't shoot. Okay, I understand. I knew where you were going to go. Oh, Dr. J, Dr. J. Yeah.
Why you think they put him in the front of the meme?
I mean, whoever put the meme together could put. Hey, again, that doesn't matter. Let's move on.
I want to get your thoughts on this. Pro Football Hall of Fame class 2026. Drew Brees, Roger Craig, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri. What's your thoughts on a scale of 1 to 10? Rank this class. 10 being the
best.
10. Let's say 10 being the best. Yeah.
This is a 7 or an 8 to me because you got a kicker in the class. You got a kicker in the class.
You say 7 or 8?
I say 6 or 7 for this class.
I'm gonna say 3 or 4.
Yeah.
This is one of the weaker classes I've ever seen. So let's go over the guys. There's no disrespect to them. All of them were great players, obviously. They go into the Hall of Fame. Let's start with Roger Craig. I looked it up right before we came on the show this morning. Roger Craig ain't played in the NFL in 31 years, man. If he couldn't make it 30 in the last 31 years, why is he getting it now? And no offense, Roger Craig was great. The high stepper.
Was great. He was great. He could run the ball, catch the ball, great blocker.
But he was like a for the Greenhorns, he was like a utility player. He was like a third down back. You know, he wasn't, and I don't remember him for many, many years dominating. He had good years.
He wasn't a third down back. He wasn't every down back. Yeah, he was an every down back. He caught the ball out of the backfield. I think one year he had 1,000 yards rushing and damn near 1,000 yards receiving out of the backfield.
Okay, so I understand that, but I think that the thought on Roger Craig is somewhat what I'm saying because he would have been in.
Well, I understand that stance. Shout out to Terry Clark. Roger Craig wasn't no damn Hall of Famer. He wasn't better than Ricky Waters.
There's a back and forth somehow going on about those two. Who would you take that's going on in the chat group? And you're watching the 2 Hours News Experience. Luke Kuechly, linebacker for the Carolina Panthers.
One of the best linebackers that ever played the position. Every down linebacker. Nickel, 4-3, 3-4, it didn't matter. Dime, he could be the center linebacker in a dime package. Luke Kuechly was an animal.
I'm bringing this phrase up again. Did his name ring out like that when he was playing in the league? I don't remember Luke Kuechly being in comparison and going to the Hall of Fame and putting him up there with names like Singletary and Ray Lewis and guys like that. I never remember Luke Kuechly having that type of shine. Now, maybe his stats say something different, but I'm kind of going off the eye test, which, you know, we got a big disagreement on all the time. But I never thought Luke Kuechly's name rung out like that to be a Hall of Famer. Once again, his numbers probably say he does, but I just never thought of him, put him in that kind of category.
28 years old, played 8 NFL seasons, retired extremely early, retired in 2020.
Whoa. He only played 8 years?
8 NFL seasons, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first team All-Pro, 5-time first team All-Pro.
That's big. That's big.
2013 Defensive Player of the Year and over 1,000 tackles in his 8-year career, retired early. He was a great.
And you know what else? Another thing that I think hurts him in my mind is that the Panthers never won a Super Bowl. They didn't win any championships under him. So a lot of times they're probably playing under the radar. I didn't know that he made how many All-Pros?
5.
Yeah, okay.
5-time All-Pro.
You make 1 or 2 All-Pros, you getting in. A lot of guys are getting in.
5-time All-Pro. Kuechly was a beast.
Okay. Drew Brees, valid. Now, a lot of people argue with you, not me, okay? But a lot of people argue with you, Drew Brees was a system quarterback. A bunch of dinks, a bunch of dunks. He was very technical, very accurate with his passes, but He wouldn't. Oh, this is kind of like the conversation we had the other day about God. No, it wasn't God-given talent. It was about I can't remember, but it was talent, and we were saying somebody talented like Cam Newton, born with all his talent, compared to somebody that was just a very solid technical quarterback. But anyway, Drew Brees, man, I mean, didn't have the biggest arm in the world, couldn't run a 4.3 40, but he was very, very accurate, and they won a Super Bowl. He gets in. Larry Fitzgerald, great receiver, but they never won anything really. And Adam Vinatieri, he's a kicker.
Fitzgerald's value is diminished because he was a Cardinal.
Vinatieri, a kicker. How much can you even? I mean, he
Some
hit a bunch of big hits. He hit a couple of kicks to win Super Bowls.
Right. Tom Brady put him in a position to be where he is now because of making long kicks to win Super Bowls. And we've seen a lot of kickers miss Super Bowl kicks, but not Adam Vinatieri. This was cool.
There's not a legendary name that rings out of all these guys. I guess the most legendary name out of these guys is Breeze. But there's no Dion, there's no Ray Lewis, there's no Michael Irvin, there's no, you know what I'm saying? There's
I agree that this group right here, the class of 26, could go into the Hall of Really Good.
Yeah.
But not the Hall of Great.
Once again, no offense.
Yeah. Even
they ain't no Randy Mosses. They ain't no Tony Dorsetts.
Right.
They ain't no Bo Jacksons, even though Bo is not going to get in. But you get the point I'm making.
Great point by Looseneck. Drew Brees won a Super Bowl in New Orleans. People used to wear bags on their faces at the games.
That's true.
He won a Super Bowl there. That's
true.
part of the allure.
He probably changed a lot of the pride.
Look at the time. We got to go. Look at the time.
Okay, so
up next in the doghouse.
We'll finish with this. Yeah,
we'll finish on the other side. Detroit, thank y'all for being here. We appreciate you, Detroit. WGPR. Catch the rest of the show at 2livestews.com. And if you can't, we appreciate y'all. Catch it when time allows. But we'll see y'all Monday. Have a safe weekend, Detroit. Y'all be careful in them Detroit streets.
Listen to this. You see this I got on?
Yes.
Atlanta United shirt. I watched 80% of the game before I went to sleep last night. Atlanta versus Charlotte.
Did you see the difference in the game play?
Well, I wouldn't watch it like that. I had it on.
Okay. Right.
But what I'm saying is the World Cup made an impact on me where I'm going to try to make more of an effort to watch soccer.
You'll notice that the game speed is different in MLS versus World Cup.
Right.
Up next, we'll finish the last 48, and then we'll get into your super chat. And we'll talk about the most hated
topic. Number 4.
Number 4 is awesome. The most hated black TV characters.
It comes on the heels of one of the last memes we got coming up.
Man, we got to stop getting out of here late. Y'all keep it locked. Thank you, Detroit. We'll see you on Monday, Detroit WGPR. Peace.
What's going on with that one long gray hair at the bottom of your chin?
Yeah, man, it is what it is.
So he's just totally repelling the Beijing?
I don't use any Beijing, man. I let them express themselves. Like we are going to express ourselves when people book the stews. Larry Brown, 404-895-9395. Repasses, funerals, open mic nights, bar mitzvahs. Yes, bar mitzvahs. Yeah. I would learn more about the culture before getting booked for one. But if I get booked for one, I damn sure come do it. Anyway, book the stews. 404-895-9395. Call our guy Larry Brown. Email him sme.larrybrown@gmail.com.
Tailgates, strip clubs, scripper clubs. We do it all.
Dropping the kids off at school, picking the kids up from school, going to the kids' school for recess. We do it all.
Draft parties. We do it all.
One thing we didn't mention, or we forgot to mention, so let me mention it. 4 small feet. Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan, he's Doug. Together with the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Shouts out to the people that are powering today's show. Black Eden 1912. Thank you, Black Eden. Man, it is delicious. If you hadn't had it yet.
Yeah. Almost
it's
down
really
the whole bottle last weekend. It's a long
is that
story.
Is that the bottle you're supposed to be giving Tree?
Yeah. No.
She don't need it. She don't need it. She don't drink bourbon. You drink bourbon, Tree? Tree, can you come up for a second? You drink bourbon?
I'm busy. I'm sorry. I'm working for Saturday. I'm not paying attention that very well. Sorry.
Well, good. Now that you're here, do you drink bourbon?
Sometimes, if I'm with a man, yeah.
Did you and your boyfriend drink bourbon in Africa when y'all visited Africa this past week?
Not Africa, man. Japan. Damn, she just left us.
For some reason, she didn't want to talk about
real
her travel partner. I've been asking her about this travel partner for weeks now. She's not making comments about it.
So here's a question I got for you for this, man. You're watching the 2 Hour Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Do us a favor. Make sure you share the show. Hit the share button. It doesn't cost you anything.
Tree, can you come back for a quick second?
For the people that's not donating today, that's fine. That's totally fine. It's even more important almost that you hit the share button and give the gift of the 2 Live Stews, okay?
Tree, I went back and
real synergy going right now with a lot of stuff in the news and interviews and deals pending. But you still can help us. Hit the share button. Thank you.
I went back and listened to the show that I missed, and I'm just curious. Tree, can you come back on?
She's not coming on, man. Let's just move on.
Is she ashamed of her travel partner? I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't think we even established she had a travel partner.
Well, no. The context clues clearly showed that she had a travel partner. She's not talking about said travel partner, but she traveled with or went to meet somebody on this last excursion that she took.
Context clues. That's a 4th grade term, sir. You went
truth.
all the way back with context clues.
It's the truth.
So listen, this all-time receiver room for the Atlanta Falcons. If you're new to the show, we're based in Atlanta. Okay, if you didn't know already, I've been here 31. This is my 31st year in the city. Ryan's been here, I'm guessing 33, or not 33.
Got here in
4 more years than me. 4 years.
Got here in 1991, sir.
Right. So I got 95. So 4 years more than me. 35 years you've been here.
Yep.
Even though you're not here right now. Any problem with this? Like when I saw this, I was like, this is perfect. All-time Falcon receiver room. Is there anybody you would replace? And who would you replace any one of these guys with? Like, I just thought this was perfect. There's nobody that came to my mind. Go ahead.
I thought some of our Nordic listeners, and shouts out to the Nordic listeners that we have. We appreciate you, Nordics.
Please don't say it.
All right. Okay.
Don't say Brian Finneran.
Okay. All right. I won't say it. I love this receiver room right here. It is thebomb.com. It's a great receiver room. But I thought some of our Nordic listeners would try to add that guy that you told me not to mention to the list.
And who would you take out to put Brian Finneran in for?
Well, I wouldn't take out anybody, but if the Nordics would have added that guy you told me not to add, I think they would easily remove Bad Mood Rising.
Are you nuts? Bad Moon Rising was a great player. Andre Rison. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up his stats. I think Andre Rison might be more accomplished than
Terrence Mathis.
Because
Roddy White and Julio are not just two of the Falcons' best receivers. Roddy White and Julio are two of the best receivers that's ever played in the league.
Yeah, so you can't get rid of Julio Jones and Roddy White.
No.
But let me see if okay, so listen.
Shouts out to Brian Hill. We'll read his message in the super chat later. But
sir.
He said replace Bad Mood with his cousin Alfred Jenkins.
Hey, sir, listen to me.
Okay.
Andre Bad Moon Rising, 2-time first team All-Pro.
Whoa.
I know you didn't know that. 5-time Pro Bowler.
I knew about the Pro Bowls, but I didn't know the 2-time All-Pro.
NFL receiving touchdowns co-leader in 1993. Go back to college, 2-time first team All Big Ten at Michigan State.
No disrespect to Bad Mood, man. No disrespect. I said I'm fine with all 40s.
I wouldn't have guessed he made All-Pro twice. I wouldn't have never guessed that.
Me neither. Me neither.
Give Bad Mood his respect, man.
Was Terrence Mathis ever All-Pro?
Give me a second. I got to pull up his stats. But
was Terrence Mathis ever an All-Pro?
No. Terrence Mathis was a great player, but he was more of a possession receiver.
I agree.
And and I'm gonna look him up here in a second, but yeah, man, I'm Bad Moon Rising was that guy. And he might have had one of the top 5 baddest chicks in ATL and left eye. And left eye was fine, boy. Rest her soul.
She was gorgeous.
All right, so Terrence Mathis. I'm going to guess Terrence Mathis didn't make any.
Quite sure with her burning down his house, but we're not talking about that right now. She was gorgeous.
So Terrence Mathis, second team All-Pro one time in 1994.
Okay.
He made 1 Pro Bowl in 1994. Yeah, you can Andre Rison. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds us of our homeboy that came out of high school with you, Bobby Ingram.
Ooh, that's a good comparison.
So Bobby Ingram played for Penn State, played many years in the NFL. Last team I think he played for was
Chicago.
Seattle.
He was drafted by Chicago, played in Seattle for a few years at the end of his career. He's still coaching in the National Football League to this day.
Yeah. But he, possession receiver, a little bit more athletic than a quote unquote possession receiver, but same type of player. So yeah, man, Andre Rison was that dude, man.
Till dog, no Mohamed Sanu.
No, hell no.
Okay, agreed.
Nah.
And Billy White Shoes Johnson, was Billy White Shoes Johnson a receiver, or was he more of a running back?
He was more of a
return specialist.
A return specialist, but agreed. I think he played wide receiver. But I don't think Billy White Shoes Johnson, and that's going way back, I don't think Billy White Shoes Johnson was accomplished as Andre Rison.
Agreed.
Or Terrence Mathis probably.
Agreed.
He had the funky chicken in the end zone, the little dance he did, but I don't know about how much you could compare to them other guys. When I saw that meme, I was like, I can't think of anybody that I would take out and replace with another player from the Falcons.
That's a solid 4 for the Falcons receiver room, no doubt about it.
All right, Tree. Last one. Is this the last one, Tree? And you're watching 2 last? Oh, we got 2 more.
We got 2 more.
This is great. I told you this is going to be a good one. This is a good.
That's a good one.
Last 48.
Thank you for your leadership with this, Doug. I don't know how we would do it without you.
It's hard to see a little bit. But the greatest hip hop groups of all times.
Everybody on the platform except for you would not be easily replaced, Doug.
This was great. Oh, Tree. Thank you, Tree. The greatest hip hop groups of all times. What order? I'm sure you've reviewed this. What would you change about this order that they have it in?
The Roots being at the bottom. The Roots being at the bottom. It needs to change. They can't be at the bottom. The Roots. I don't know if you've ever seen them in concert or watched them do a performance. They are amazing.
But who you gonna put them ahead of? I would put them ahead of De La Soul, maybe.
De La Soul, Salt and Pepper.
Not Shoop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, but I guess the way I'm looking at this is relevance and significance in the game. Salt and Pepper is a bigger brand than the Roots. Would you agree or disagree?
There were over 1 billion people watching the World Cup games this past month and a half. Over 1 billion people, man. The Roots did halftime at a World Cup game. That's huge. You're not giving that platform and that stage to just anybody. The Roots are known worldwide. That's why the World Cup and FIFA chose them to perform at halftime during one of their games.
And it's interesting, the Roots, you would think with a name like the Roots is kind of black-centric, but you're right. They got like a crossover fan base as well. Yeah.
When I took Miles to see them to Las Vegas a couple years ago, there was just as many white people in the audience as black people in Vegas for a Roots show.
Well, that doesn't boost them up no higher in my mind. The fact that white people dig them.
Well, you brought it up. Okay, and don't worry about it.
Only thing I would change different in your watching 2 Lives 2's experience, the only thing I would change different, man, is I'm putting Run DMC at number 1.
For the people who
I don't know why they've got Run DMC so far down.
For the people that aren't using a visual medium to see the show, please read the list out from 10 in descending order.
So number 10 is The Roots. Number 9 is De La Soul. Number 8, Salt and Pepper. Number 7, Eric B. and Rakim, which I always question that, Eric B. and Rakim as a group.
They were great. They were so great.
But Rakim was the rapper. Eric B. was the producer.
Well, he was the DJ also. He was the DJ.
Okay. Number 7, Public Enemy. Number 5, Run DMC. Number 4, Tribe Called Quest. Number 3, NWA. Number 2, Wu-Tang. And number 1, Outkast. I love Outkast, but I would have 1, Run DMC, and 2, I would have NWA as far as significance and relevance in the game.
I could see that.
And maybe I put Public Enemy higher too. Maybe I put Public Enemy at number 3. Maybe I put Public Enemy at number 2.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I'm definitely putting Run DMC at number 1.
Walk this way, talk this way.
So,
my Adidas.
Yeah. I mean, Run DMC was just legendary.
They were.
And you talk about crossover would Walk This Way on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine.
Yeah.
They were like the biggest hip hop thing in all of hip hop. Like they were, and when their star was brighter at the time that they were on top than just about anybody else, probably, is what my argument would be for Run DMC.
I'm sure this last one's gonna piss a few people off, but it's up.
So this is the last one. I posted this. I'm not gonna read the whole post, but basically, this is the episode with James's good friend from the Army, Reverend Sam. Reverend Sam came to town. It was James's old Army buddy. Reverend Sam was kind of like Reverend Ike or any of these evangelists, preachers, or whatever on TV.
Mega pastors
at that time, right?
Yes.
And what happened to you? Where's Tree at?
I don't know, man, but I can fix that easily. No problem. I didn't do that. You must have done that.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh, Ollie said she did it by mistake. It's all good.
All right.
It's all good.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
There we go. And so for people that don't know the story, this guy, there's James Evans, and to the right is Reverend Sam. That was his name, his character on this particular episode. Allegedly, Reverend Sam was a crook. He was stealing people's money, their donations at the church or whatever, and putting it in his pocket. And Reverend Sam came by to see his old Army buddy James, which they called James back in the day when they were in the Army, Honest James. So Reverend Sam wanted Honest James to come work with him and watch the people that Reverend Sam had on staff not steal his money. Reverend Sam was going to pay James. Put it back up, Ollie, one more time, and you watch the 2 House 2's experience. Reverend James, back in 1973, when this episode appeared, Reverend Sam was going to pay James, I think he said $600 a day. Was it $600? Right. $679.
No, it was $100 a day.
That's right. It was $100 a day.
Yeah.
$100 a day in 1974 was equivalent to $679 today. If you do the quick math, and it was every day. It wasn't no weekends off or anything like that.
Right.
If you do the quick math, $100 a day back in 1979 was equivalent to $20,000 a month. Long story short, Florida Evans talked him out of doing it. Thought that that Reverend Sam was unethical. She didn't want him around him. They're on Section 8 housing. They're paying $20 per month per rent. Maybe, and they have an opportunity to make the equivalent today to $20,000 a month, and Florida talked them out of it. What say you, man? What's your thoughts about this, man?
Me and Florida would have had a divorce a long time ago before Honest Sam got there. Yeah, I would have. Florida held that family back. Florida kept that family in the ghetto.
Now, I know it came from a good place, man, but you got to be reasonable. James was always worried about keeping a job and getting fired from this job, and he got a job at the car wash, and this is Chicago 1970s. You can make the equivalent to $20,000 a month, and here's the thing about it. James wasn't going to be stealing from people.
No, he was
He
just
in
to be the
effect was
muscle.
going to be an auditor. He was going to be an auditor.
Well, he was the muscle. He was the protection. That's
He
all.
was the muscle. He was the protection. He was the auditor. He wasn't doing anything illegal.
Yeah.
And technically, is Reverend Sam doing anything illegal? By finessing people out their money.
Nothing that we can prove. If people believe in the message that Reverend Sam is sharing, Honest Sam, whatever his name was.
No,
if people believe in the message, let him share the message.
Right. Whether you receive it or not, whether you want to put money, whether you want to tithe or not, ain't got nothing to do with Reverend Sam. All
Nothing
I'm saying,
at all.
man, is Florida Evans, man. I hated that. Let's get all in tree in here, man. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart. Can we get the ladies in? Don't be shy.
I'm busy.
Hey, Arlie.
Hey,
Good to see you, Arlie.
I found my picture of me and Dr. J. I was back here
good.
working.
Oh, that's going to be good. We'll get the pictures of the day in a second. Y'all's thoughts on Honest Sam and Florida Evans with this situation with James?
Let me tell you, somebody had to be the moral compass. Now, I was bothered by her when she didn't like the Black Jesus, but she had to stop somebody. He was going to go and then he was going to probably get with loose women. You're in the church getting all that extra money. He going to get with loose women and then she not going to be important no more. I never thought they went together no way, but that's a whole nother story.
Wait a minute, Ollie. You took it a whole new direction.
That's how my mind works. We go all the way. My son, he's like, Mama, I don't even know what you talking about right now. I'm like, see that girl walking right there? You going to like her and then she going to come home. He was like, who is the girl? So I feel like that was going to be next. Florida knew her husband's going to get in there with them loose women at the church. You know, they be throwing their panties at the pastor.
Tree, what are your thoughts on the commentary about Honest Sam and James turning out 20 grand a month in effect?
I definitely was accused often of preventing my husband from what I now know for sure, making horrible decisions. I saved him a lot. And now that I'm not there, it's different. So I agree with Florida. So you might view me, Kayla actually calls me the moral compass. She calls me that. And Doug, you and I have had conversations and I'll be like, don't do that.
Well, I mean, a lot of your, your viewpoint, we can trace back to 45 minutes ago. You don't believe $2 million is a lot of money.
Because
you said that several times today.
It's not. There's the potential. It's not for me because there's more for me. And also that is my time. That is my business. Like my life. I'm already very transparent, but then to have you come in here and like, I can't go to the store. I like to walk. I like to saunter. I like to move around and be free. That is a cage. And so I need about 10 million to be just sitting in my house.
Oh, okay.
And even then my soul needs more. My soul needs outside.
I didn't think the $2 million said I can't go outside. It just means when I go out there, they're going to see me.
$2 million never said anything about that.
But that's
she's
the same.
It's going to stop you from going outside. You're not going to want to deal with going outside with what comes with going outside.
I mean, it might bother some people, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I was very thrilled when somebody recognized me. That is like oh my God, you know me. Oh my God.
Right.
So,
Okay, but being recognized is one thing. Tree walking down the belt line like she often does and being mobbed by 1,000 people is another.
Ollie, me and you on the same page, Ollie. So
go ahead. When Ro Scott's wife, she can tell you, she and I, when we were down to the book Black Romance book, that was not 1 million people, but at some point it just became like, okay, so I know that I couldn't handle all the time and just free reign on me
every day.
Okay.
Not a day of your life if you go outside is there not going to be a group of people that want something from you.
I'm extra. I'm an introvert and an extrovert. I'll be outside getting it in and then be at home like, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to nobody.
When you say outside getting it in, what do you mean when you say outside getting it in?
I mean like having a good time. It's the party. We outside and then I need to rinse off. And Arlie, I think you have that on you. where you're like,
I've been in my house all week. I love it. It doesn't bother me.
All right, so this kind of takes us into the conversation. Trending topic number 4 for the show. You're watching the
ladies.
Thank
you, ladies.
Damn.
No, I want to get their thoughts. They're not going
I
anywhere,
don't think
right?
we leave though.
I didn't say anybody was going anywhere.
Okay,
I said thank you, ladies. That's all I said was thank you.
So I asked Antonio Ingram, my personal assistant,
Jesus Christ.
give me the top 10 most hated black TV characters of all times as voted on by black Americans between the age of 45 and 60. Okay? Coming in at number 10, Aunt Esther. Did y'all hate Aunt Esther?
This is why this list is concerned. Keep going. I can't wait to hear what y'all.
It was hilarious.
Did y'all read this list?
I did read the list. And I didn't.
I was like,
well, I mean, but you know what? Aunt Esther got a little bit of vibe, kind of like Florida. Like Fred is always trying to make some money, hustle some money, and she always come on there raining on the parade, talking about Jesus this and Jesus that.
Oh,
raining on the parade.
Trying to keep your asses out of jail, Fred.
Yeah,
you trying to keep your asses out of jail.
Coming in at
this
number
is
9.
saying a lot.
Coming on number 9, Steve Urkel. Family Matters. What y'all think?
Why people hated
No, nobody hates Steve Urkel.
Nobody hated Urkel. Even though some people say that Urkel stole their show.
He can't help that people liked him.
People
like
loved Urkel.
He was the show.
He was aggravating to me. He was real aggravating. Now I never really watched that show, but I get why people like. God, I'm sick of him. Can I do that? All that stuff.
Can I do that?
Speaking of which, in the same vein, a lot of people didn't like him, thought that they were buffoons or whatever. J.J. Evans from Good Times.
I did not like him, but
he was the show.
What
I
you
mean,
think,
they had
Ryan?
an ensemble cast.
JJ, I know Mike.
I had no problem with JJ. I didn't look at JJ as a distraction or someone that I would hate because he was a part of the cast.
A lot of people in our community didn't like JJ because they thought he was over the top, buffoonish. I say to those people that was the character that they wrote for him.
Right.
I never had a problem with JJ. Matter of fact, I thought Dynamite was cool. Coming in at number 7, Clay Davis from The Wire.
We love Clap. Shit. I love him. It's a whack list.
No, but he did scam Stringer Bell out of his
but
money.
we still liked him.
Oh, okay. All right. Coming in at number 6, Lucius Lyon from Empire.
This is a whitlock. Yep. Lucius was
maybe Lucius and Cookie and they foolery. I loved it.
Lucius was cold-blooded though, cutthroat.
Baby, I loved. But you don't know, I have a crush on him in real life. I saw him and then I ran into him in real life and I just was like, oh my God, I love him. You know, he has a master's in physics.
Yeah, he's a very smart guy. Coming in at number 5, I seen him do an interview with what's the astrophysicist guy, light skinned that Nebraska.
Oh,
Degrassi.
Neil
Degrassi.
Yep. All right, coming in at number 5, Marlo Stanfield from The Wire.
Everybody hated Marlo.
Man, Marlo was cold-blooded, man.
Everybody hated Marlo.
That kid, the guy, his name is Jamie Hector, I think it is. He played the hell out of that role, man. Like, I really felt like this dude was that cold and calculating and that much of a killer. Coming in at number 4, Andre Coleman from Power. Dre.
Dre, I ain't like him.
I didn't like him.
Oh,
he was opportunist. He was opportunist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then would play scared real good and then turn around and do something evil.
Right.
Speaking of Power, coming in at number 3, Tariq St. Patrick.
I would agree every week.
Absolutely. I would wake up Monday and be like, good morning, everybody, except Tyreek.
Except I hated him.
So number 2 is Kennard from The Wire. Y'all know who Kennard is, right?
I don't remember him that well.
Kennard is the one that killed Omar.
Oh, okay.
The little boy.
I
don't think his role was that significant to even be remembered for this type of list.
Right. I guess they just need to get to 10 people.
He was a bad little boy. He was staying in trouble. He actually killed one of the big characters from the show.
Keon is right. Keon is right. He says the list is based off the character. But I can't understand why some of these are on here, but go ahead with number 1.
And number 1, let's keep it to The Wire. Delonda Bryce, which was Dee's mother. Oh, I hated her so much. She was just
acting.
No, it wasn't Dee's mother. I'm sorry. It was Naaman's mother.
Naaman's mother.
It was Naaman's mother.
She was something else.
What was her name or her husband's name? And I should have looked this up. I'm thinking it's Dee's mother. So Delonda was Naaman's mother. Naaman was the kid that had the long hair. He used to keep it in a ponytail. But her husband was in jail. He took a long bid for Marlo.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany.
It's Naaman. Isn't it Naaman? It's not Naaman. I thought we called Naaman because I can just hear her voice. She just was, ugh.
That's number one. All right. So out of all of those, or do y'all have somebody else that y'all,
Black Diamond said Wee Babe. Black Diamond said
Well, genocide.
Weebay. It's Roland. Weebay Bryce.
The man from The Polygamist is currently the man from The Polygamist, the Negro that gave that cheated on Terry and Soul Food. He was cheating on a whole bunch. He was cheating on ER. He cheated on Terry.
And
then cheated on from
he cheated on Stella. I mean, not Stella, but
Gloria.
Exhale.
Oh, he sure did. And then the guy from Tyler Perry's movie that she ended up pushing out of the wheelchair.
Alimony.
That's Charles. No, his name was. He had the wife. He was Kimberly Elise's husband.
Oh yes, the brother.
But we're talking TV shows, not movies.
Oh, okay. Well,
and also since you brought up the polygamous tree,
well, that's The Polygamist.
I just finished show 13 out of a 22 show season.
How you doing?
I'm starting to like it now. It's making more sense. I kind of get what y'all was talking about, but I'm very happy that the shows are less than 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, Michael Beach. That's his
name.
The cheater all the time, but I don't. A TV show. I'm trying to think on girl.
It sure is. They are brothers. We can't talk about movies, RC.
I know. That's why I was trying to figure out a TV show. What TV show did I just? Oh, I can't stand that person. I can't. It's really Tyrese.
Oh, and that girl sleeping with her brother on Game of Thrones. What's that queen?
I ain't gotten the Game of Thrones. I'm just in House of Dragons. Them Targaryens.
Yeah, but what's her name?
Felicia, or somebody.
Something with her. In the second grade, when they told y'all to get in the line, you didn't. You was walking all out of the line, weren't you?
Oh, me and Tree.
No, I'm Tree. I'm asking Tree.
Probably. Okay, Cersei. Yes, Cersei.
It's not a black show, Tree.
I didn't know we were just doing black. Okay.
It's kind of printed right there.
Just let me be over here doing work.
The 10 most hated black TV characters. The headline.
Picture of the day. Picked by AI. Picked by AI.
Hey, Arlie. Thank you so much, Arlie.
No, she got POD.
She ain't going nowhere.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She ain't going nowhere.
I'll be ready to go. Bye.
I'm sorry. Got you.
Stay here. Go away. Stay here. Go away. I have whiplash. That's my picture of the day. I was walking through the Perimeter Mall.
Hey, Arlie, you hear Ryan over here disrespecting Dr. J?
Well, I don't know if it was disrespect.
It wasn't no disrespect at all. Right.
It was the list you gave.
Yep. It wasn't no disrespect at all.
Wasn't that Rails? Was that Rails list?
They don't never post nothing.
I know.
They don't use none of our 48s.
Well, anyway. So I'm walking through Perimeter Mall and I'm like, and I go, oh my God. And I follow behind him, me and my little feet, I'm trying to catch him. Going. And I was like the little lady on The Incredibles. And I see him, I say, oh my God, do you mind if I take a picture with him? And he let me take, he was like, sure. He took the picture and you see, I'm all grinning.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited. I was like, my daddy gonna be so excited.
Yes.
So I met Dr. J in the Perimeter Mall.
The picture that we have, that Doug and I have with him.
I'm looking for it right now.
The first person I sent it to was my mother, and she lost it when she saw the picture. She loves Dr. J.
Now he's so cool, and he's so tall, but I don't look that short. I'm like right at his shoulder. He's not that tall.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something, Ollie. You mentioned that when you see these NBA players like up close, like if you're close to the floor at an NBA game, they don't even look real.
Nope.
Like they are so long.
The Giants.
I remember Dirk Nowitzki and Kevin Durant walked by our table at one of the Super Bowl things or whatever.
We were in Houston.
and they look like cartoon characters. And they're super, super skinny. They're way skinnier than they appear when you watch them on TV, in my opinion.
Dr. J, it's a great picture, Holly.
Yay, Dr. J. The other thing that my other initial one was 2 years ago today, on this exact day, we were doing photo shoots at the thing. So that was my original one. Like, oh, look at the 2 Live Stews behind the scenes. But y'all said
you could use 2 pictures. Like,
okay.
Well,
that one's gone. It's okay. I just mentioned it. So 2 years ago, y'all took great photos. Y'all were awesome. Y'all were somewhat, you were cooperative. Doug was somewhat cooperative. Tree was super cooperative. So that was a good day.
who's next, Tree?
Okay, well, this is my picture of the day. Yesterday, I went to get my prescription filled and was bopping up with my $10, and they said, "Oh no, it's going to be $800."
What?
And this is America. This is why I don't want to live here anymore. It's absurd. I have to have that medicine, or else I will no longer be on the planet. Like, for real, not on some drama shit. Stuff. I tried not to take it for like 8 or 9 months, and I was hospitalized again. So anyway, I have changed a lot.
There's absolutely no way they should be giving medicine to people. I'm sorry. There's absolutely no way they should be charging that amount of money for medicine that people have to have.
Right. And then I'm not, this is a whole across the board. People talk about this all the time. And so anyway, I've changed a lot because I'm not going to worry. I said, okay, y'all can keep it. Obviously they can't keep it, but I found a coupon for 30 days and I know that everything is going to work out for me. I've started thinking about how
did you use an RX card? Because RX
that's
cards,
what I had been on that program, but they said that I've exhausted the use. It will re-up, but this has never happened.
You're talking about the app GoodRx, right?
Yes, correct.
I have one from Johnson & Johnson. This has never happened. I've been on the program for 5 years. It's never happened, but I started thinking about how the other day when I was going to go to court, Osiris had some information. We are a wealth of information in this space. I'm very grateful for it. And so I said, let me put this here. Maybe somebody knows something else. I called one of my friends and said, can I get some on the black market? She doesn't want me to do that. But yeah, this is America. This is America. They do not care what happens to us.
The pharmaceutical companies are in bed with because there's no way.
A lot of politics behind these medicines, man.
And stuff is changing. It's like it's July 1, and that's really what's happening. I think all of us are about to see some increases in some
how politics works. Trump probably got somebody from the medical industry probably paying him money under the table, some foreign bank account he got.
But they just removed all the safeguards they put in place for us to have less, Georgia never got the Medicaid extension, and we just be doing all Medicare, whichever one it is.
I have good insurance because Arlie, when I lived in California, I had insurance there. But when I knew I was coming back, she hooked me up with Stephanie. A lot of us don't know that we can get, they like to Obamacare. I have Obamacare. Okay. Now, this year, I had to pay a little more, but if I didn't have that connection that Arlie gave, my kids had it, everybody, then I would be paying $800 a month just for the coverage. But yeah, maybe I should. So people are saying just take a quick trip to Mexico. I like to go out of the country. Maybe I will. Anyway. I'm gonna be okay.
It's gonna work out because remember when you had that issue before, and Ryan used to work for a pharmaceutical company. I'm gonna find out which company is. I have 2 line sisters who are both for different companies.
He worked for Pfizer then, right. And so I was a little bit. I don't have meltdowns anymore because it's just for what If I say I believe, then I believe.
That's really not true, but okay, I understand.
All right, next one. You got Ryan's.
She melts down 4 to 5 times a day every show. Yes, this is my picture today right here. The top picture of me and Jalen Rose. This is the picture.
This was a faithful day right here.
That was
This
big
was
Ryan.
this was literally our last show on ESPN. Jalen
was?
Rose.
I didn't
This was our
realize
last
this
show.
was last
This
show.
was
Look
our
at your
last
face
show.
though. Why are you making that face at him like?
Because he's laughing inside.
This is our last show when, for 2 reasons. One, our assistant at the time booked us to be at ESPN, and we weren't on the schedule to be there. That was part of the reason why they got us up out of there. And
I don't
secondly,
remember that. Golly.
You don't remember anything, man, so it's okay. And secondly, Jalen Rose went off on Skip Bayless on this segment, basically saying, you don't know what you're talking about because you've never played, called him Water Pistol Pete, and this was Jalen's last show. We talked about several names today where instances where former players told journalists that they weren't players or they wouldn't understand because they didn't play and they disappear. This show, Jalen disappeared, and because of Jalen's comments, the Stews disappeared too.
But look at Ryan's face.
Wait. Stop a second.
Right.
Stop a second.
Boy, you better hush.
You're saying what Jalen did got us canned too?
This was our last show.
Right, but I don't think it had. You were quiet. You didn't say anything.
His face is saying all the things.
I agreed with Jalen and his assessment of Skip Bayless. And we weren't even supposed to be on set that day because our assistant sent us up there and wasn't supposed to.
So you wouldn't even been.
Oh
there
my
to save
God.
your day.
Shouts out to you, Lavrell.
Okay, so now it's funny you say that because I wasn't on the table at that time. I was in the back. They had too many people. So you're saying
Right.
because it was too many people is why they kept taking one of us off the set.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
I didn't
Yep.
even think about that.
Yep. And
I didn't
I'm on
remember
set
that.
with Jalen, and I literally, y'all can't see my hand, but when Jalen was doing what he was doing, I was literally tapping his leg like, hey, man, I wouldn't advise you to do what you're doing.
It's not a good idea.
I tapped his leg like 3 times, like, Ninja, you sure you want to do what you're doing right now? And this was his last time on the
Listen, we mentioned it a little bit earlier, and you're watching the
Wait, what is this comment?
Ryan snatched his arm away from Dana Jakes, and that didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, that's another thing.
Well, that was a few.
That was
yeah.
Y'all was over there acting up.
And the bottom picture is the promo for the Butternomics interview, which we will be replaying today at 12 on this platform right here.
And you're going to be in the chat room and everything commenting.
I will be in the chat room spending time with the listeners that take the time to listen to the episode.
All right,
Yep,
listen.
brother man, that's what happened.
What I was going to say is, where do you think that Jalen went to get this particular piece of information that Skip played varsity or he played as a junior? He was still on the JV team. Like he had to know somebody that went to high school with him, right?
We had to, because we didn't have the internet then. Like
he
that.
dug extremely deep to find the information that he used against Skip.
He was down.
He dug extremely deep. And the minute Skip threw that shot at him, he was ready. Well, hold on, Skip.
Skip couldn't even deny. Skip was like, yeah.
We'll get to that later. No, hold on. There's more. Did you play JV as a junior in high school? Yeah, Jalen. We'll get to that later. Well, there's more.
So here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I think them guys, they're really the athletes. I think the athletes are way more mad at this scenario than they give off. And so at some point, what's wrong, Tree?
The comment, they're saying you told Jalen the information.
Okay, so my point is the way D'Angelo Williams went off on the Schrager guy and the way Jalen went off on Skip, I think that is boiling inside of them. And at some point when they let it out, they let it out.
Yep.
Because Jalen Rose went scorched earth on Skip. Like I was standing in the hallway watching. I was like,
Skip turned burgundy. He was burgundy. And after we went to commercial break, which he really did, he got up and left the set when the segment was over. He never does that.
He probably went straight into the producer's office and like, no, we gotta get him out of here.
I will not have these ninjas defaming my character. As this show has my name on it.
And you actually part of history right here, man. You know that, right?
No, well, I wish I wasn't part of history. I wish I was still getting them checks. I wish I was not a part of history.
Most people remember what happened on this episode, and this is like monumental stuff right here. What we're watching right here on this picture was monumental. I was standing in the back like, oh my gosh.
I was tapping his leg like, hey, man, whoa, buddy, hey. But again, when you got $75 million in your bank account, you don't care about this job that's probably paying you $4 or $5 grand. You don't care about it.
That's another reason they kind of temper themselves with athletes, is because they know that at some point they could go off and not care because they paid. They got money in the bank. They don't care.
It's hard to control.
D'Angelo Williams went off on that Schrager guy on that video. If you find the video, he went over on that guy, off on that guy Schrager to makes you think that he knew that he was never going to do this again, but he didn't care.
So I can send that video to Tree if you want to try to load it.
It's kind of long. Maybe we can cut it up a little bit and play a little bit of it on the next show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of long. They went on and on for like 10 minutes, sir.
We won't get back to this. But this is my picture today. Don't forget, at noon today on YouTube, the Stews will be showing the Butternomics interview with ourselves and Brandon Butler, the CEO and president of Butternomics. So I'm looking forward to jumping in the chat and spending some time with y'all today at noon.
Butter ATL, baby.
Okay, so Tree, I know I sent you a picture like 5 minutes ago. I don't know if you saw it or not.
The last picture you sent me was of Walter Payton. That's not your POD anymore?
No, it is. It is. But I just sent you another one with Dr. J. I found it. It's okay. Let's do the Walter Payton. That's good. This is
it's the one.
So shouts out to Clifford Chapman, worshipful master of Monk's Corner Lodge 323 today. This was a picture of him. I took this off of Facebook, and I got the okay from him. He said, "Yeah, go ahead." In this picture, he's probably 7 years old, something like that.
Or 3. He looks really small.
Let me explain to you what's going on. This was at the McDonald's in Moco, South Carolina. I'm guessing like 1983, 84. The owner of McDonald's, he just bought the McDonald's. The owner of the McDonald's name was Roland Harper. He played fullback for the Chicago Bears, and he was Walter Payton's lead blocker. And so when he bought the McDonald's, he invited Walter Payton in to sign autographs, like a grand opening type thing.
It was awesome. I'll never forget that.
And your folk was head grill chief for McDonald's for the second shift. Yes, sir. This was a big day in the history of Monk's Corner. Walter Payton came to town.
Shouts out to Power Blast with the big bunkie. Troy Geddes he's in the chat, and he mentioned 29461, which is the zip code in Moco.
Yeah.
Troy said he got I worked with him at 15, and he made a couple of other comments. So grand rising to you, Troy.
Yeah. So
this was a big day in Moco history, sir.
This was a big deal. Walter Payton came to Monk's Corner. This was a big deal. And
my favorite
I'm not sure if I was working or not. I can't remember. It's 40 years ago. But this was a big day in Monk's Corner. You know what the second biggest day in Moco was? Or maybe this day was bigger than when Walter Payton came to town.
When was that?
When the Nature Boy Ric Flair did an appearance at Hardee's.
Aww.
Shouts out to Shedrick Moore, said he cried when his old man didn't take him to McDonald's to see Walter Payton. Yeah, we were there. We were there like an hour early too. We had seats.
The Nature Boy did a performance at or made an appearance at Hardee's in Moco. A big limousine rolled up to Hardee's. It was about 1,000 kids out there. The door opens. He stands out, looks up at the sky. You know what he did? Did? Woo! Woo! Little kids went crazy in Moco, man. Little kids went crazy. Shouts out Worshipful Master Chapman. Thank you for allowing us to show your picture.
I love Walter Payton. He's from Mississippi.
That's right. Jackson State,
baby.
Jackson State's fine.
Sweetness.
All right. You ready to read the chat?
All right, Ollie. Thank you.
Y'all have a
Thank
good
you,
weekend,
Ollie.
everybody. Be safe.
Oh no, not that. Doug, get your things together. Wrong side. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Oh, Dr. Badmite, thank you so much for your donation. I thought the first segment was really good. I like the first and second segment today, other than my name being in your mouth, Ryan. But I really enjoyed the talk.
in your mouth.
Pause.
Dr. Blackmite, all this ESPN talk just explains why I watch the games and listen to the stews and move on.
Thank you, Dr.
Blackmite says
Batmite.
he doesn't do social media.
Thank you, Dr. Batmite.
Thank you for your donation. Herschel Daly. Herschel is a strong Black 1970s name. Thank you for your donation, Herschel. We appreciate you. Welcome to the Two Live Stews experience.
Thank you, Herschel. Thank you, brother.
Mr. Frederick Anderson, Mr. Anderson. Good morning, Doug, Ryan, Tree, and Arlie. Great show. Frederick, are you going on the cruise? He's such a joy. Bussa, 1912 on the donation. Doug and Ryan, Black Eden 1912 is great. I used it to make old-fashioned cocktails. Thank you.
Old fashions with this.
Thank you,
I've
Bussa.
had an old fashioned with this Black Eden 1912 also. It is scrumptious.
No, seriously though, it is very, very good. I mean, I wouldn't go to the extra lengths of saying it like that if it wasn't. It was very, very good.
Well, don't be forgetting my things on Saturday, please.
We'll work on it. Wow.
Just okay. I'm gonna start saying that too. Loose neck. Florida made James give the money back he found and made JJ quit his number running gig. She was the real villain, not Cabrini Green. This type of thinking is chaos.
Now listen, I'm not gonna co-sign trying to get him to quit the numbers running gig, which I totally get the numbers running gig, long story short. But still, I mean, come on. Give her
Thank
a break.
you for your donation, Loose Neck. Brian Hill, replace Bad Moon with my cousin Alfred Jenkins. Thank you for your donation.
But yeah, Bad Moon is. we
Shout out to
talked
your
about the
cousin.
numbers. we talked about the numbers, and Bad Moon stays.
He was just a technically sound wide receiver, man, talking about Andre Rison.
Yep.
Even though he was kind of a wild man off the field. On the field, I mean, classic precision receiver.
Thank you, Brian. Mr. Mims. Good morning, Sean. How are you? Thank you for your donation. Can't
Thank you,
compare stats. They throw ball more now.
That's true. That's true.
Agreed.
What's he referring to?
The
916.
something with the receivers.
Oh, the
Today's
receivers.
game-
Okay,
yes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jamal Anderson was getting the bulk of the carries when Bad Moon was a.
See, but that's one of them things you got to use your eyes for. And he's exactly right. They do throw the ball a lot more than they did when Andre Rison and them guys played back in the day. But you can look at the player, you can look at the skill set, you can look at where they catch balls at in traffic, you can look at their separation from the defensive backs, and you can say, man, this guy, even though he didn't have a bunch of receptions because they didn't throw it a lot, I would still take him over a guy today that's got a bunch more catches.
Bussa, 1914 with another donation. Doug and
Thank you,
Ryan,
Bussa.
I watched the interview on Butternomics podcast. You guys brought back so much great memories. Everyone should check it out, and you can.
We will be running it today at noon.
The show
on the
will
platform.
will go live, and Ryan's going to join you on YouTube, and not in here, on YouTube, and hang out with you. And y'all know when we go live. Yesterday, Doug and I were playing around, and I went live for like 2 minutes, and Tiffany Poodle in Portland was like, "What the heck is going on in here?"
Thank you. Tiff.
Y'all are on it.
We appreciate y'all. And
The
thank you to all the super chatters. Y'all really mean the world to us. We appreciate you guys.
Sean Mims is back. Mina Kimes over Bart Scott.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Doug's got a huge problem with a lot of he used to have a huge problem with some of the female announcers
I know
on the sideline.
No, and there's no disrespect to Mina Kimes, but I really have a problem with Mina Kimes when she starts talking
Logistics and
when she starts talking about particular plays and coverages and gaps and this route and this, that, and the other. I'm saying to myself, how? Why would you talk to Bart Scott or somebody that played? No offense against her. Evidently, she loves football. She studied football. But why would I listen to Mina Kimes over Bart Scott or D'Angelo Williams or Ryan Clark? Like,
I understand where you're coming from.
I don't want to sound like
I do think she has. I do think she has the ability to talk about the game, but I too would rather hear it from a guy that played in a few Super Bowls like Bart Scott.
She has her own show. You know that, right?
Yes, she does. Her own. Yes, she does.
Talking football.
And she does a good job.
She does a good job. She does a good job. But
I would rather Bart Scott or
wouldn't you
Cam
rather Bart
Newton.
Scott have that show?
Bart
or
Scott,
wouldn't it
Cam
make
Newton,
more sense for Bart Scott to have a show than Mina Kimes
or Ryan Clark. Yes.
or Ryan Clark?
Yep.
Doug, you ready? I got more, but are you ready to do any
I absolutely am.
that would require me to? Okay.
Shouts out to our folk Jeff, A&T Jeff, $10 donation for the building fund.
Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Kind of a new name, Antoine. I'm assuming he pronounces Antoine. Antoine Anderson. Let's go, Stews. $10 donation. Thank you, Antoine.
Thank you.
Loose Neck Side. A big $20 donation from Loose Neck Side, a man from Southern University, Swat Country. Shouts out to Johnny Walker, Jonathan Walker, J-Dub Motorsports.
Thank you,
He's got
J-Dub.
a
We
message
appreciate you,
here.
man.
Excited for Falcons training camp. That's right. Falcons training camp right around the corner. And can we get Osiris's music ready? I'm black,
Shout out
y'all.
to you, J-Dub. We
And I'm black,
appreciate you,
y'all.
J-Dub.
And I'm black,
The
and
music,
I'm
not
black, y'all.
not you.
Yeah. Osiris, donation of $40. We always
you.
get four. It's always
Thank
got
you, bro.
four in it.
Thank you,
Four
bro.
for the card,
Thank you,
four for the
Osiris.
principal. Hey, you going to the claim, man?
I am not.
I don't think I'm gonna make it either, man.
Nope.
Isn't it this weekend?
It's next weekend.
Oh, I was like, y'all better not be going nowhere.
I don't think I'm gonna make it either, man. It's one of the few that I'm not gonna make. I don't think. It's still up in the air because it says only like a 7-hour drive.
It's about 7. Claude tried to tell me it was 5 hours. It is indeed 7 hours.
Because Detroit is 10.
11, yeah.
So what we're talking about is our annual convention that comes around every 2 years. Our national grand conclave for the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. It's in Cincinnati, Ohio this year.
That's
And
gonna be fun.
well, part of the reason why I don't think I'm going, I'm saying I'm not going to go, is because I don't know. Is Cincinnati live like that?
Yes.
Cincinnati's live?
You never been to the Cincinnati Jazz Festival?
No, hell no. I've been to Cincinnati one time.
I'm not a huge Cincinnati fan. I think the brothers have a good time, but
I
I'm not
was,
a huge Cincinnati fan.
I went to Cincinnati with Bola. We went to check on Tequio Spikes.
Okay.
And we went to Tequio's house, and I think we stayed there for a night. Went to a game,
That
and
man's neck is so big.
yeah, Tequio Spikes got a otherworldly neck.
Oof.
Yeah.
Shout
Bola,
out to you,
Terry.
Spikes.
Shouts out to Terry Bola, Ryan's first agent. Was he your first agent? Or technically, no.
Technically, he was working with Eugene Parker, who was my first agent. No, Lamont was my first agent, but technically he was working with Eugene Parker, who was my second agent, but he started his own company shortly after I signed with Eugene, and I left Eugene to go with Terry.
Shouts out to Terry Bola. Great dude. When last time you talked to Bola?
Last week.
Okay, good. I need to.
You have any more?
And then no, that's it. That's it as of right. Oh, Melvin. Oh, pull out his ad. Pull out his music. Melvin Eccles.
Shout out to the great Melvin Eccles, Bay 11 Towing. If you need your car towed or moved or repaired, contact Melvin Eccles at 404-770-6949. Again, that number at Bay 11 Towing, 44770-6949. You need a car moved or repaired, Melvin does it all. Towing company and an auto shop to take care of all of your needs for your vehicle. 44770-6949. We appreciate you, Melvin.
Melvin Echoes for thanks for the invite and great show. 200 big ones. 200 big ones. Thank you, Melvin.
Aw, thank you, Melvin.
Thank you, Melvin.
Damn.
Can't say it enough, man. Y'all have really kept us afloat where we're really about to start swimming here in a minute. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
y'all.
you.
Thank y'all.
Sean Mims. As we finish out, Sean Mims, thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Melvin.
DEI took over Bart, Scott, and Ryan.
Yeah. Ryan Clark will land on his feet.
He already got a gig.
He does the pivot, and they'll probably start doing the pivot more than once a week.
No, he's got an HBCU gig.
That's Ryan Clark.
Yeah.
But he's talking about Bart Scott. Oh, okay, yeah, he says
I'm
Ryan.
talking about Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark, yeah.
Bart Scott has a show in New York, I think, every day.
Well, that was on ESPN, though, sir. He was a part of Get Up.
No, I'm talking about he has a radio show
Oh, okay.
in New York City. I'm pretty sure about that.
Sean Mims, Florida made James give back the stolen money. Yeah, I don't understand how that is problematic for you, Douglas. It's stolen money.
It's not stolen. That's inaccurate. What you just said is not true.
Okay. Sean Mims, we're wrong. Loose neck. You see when Florida married Carl, you never saw that ninja again. I didn't like Carl.
I didn't like Carl either.
Oof.
I mean, it's hard to follow John Amos, James Evans.
Tiffany Poodle in Portland. Happy Friday Eve. Here's a little something out of my crab boil fund. Blair and I are hosting a crab boil Friday evening. Beautiful black folks grubbing and partying. It's what my crew do. Love y'all.
Hey, Tiffany.
Love you more,
out
Tiffany.
there-
Thank you.
So Tiffany is in Portland,
I'm
Oregon.
about to go to Portland
Tiffany, do y'all eat
and hang out.
blue crab or do y'all eat like the big crab from the ocean, the big,
The king crab?
king crab? Do y'all eat king crab or do y'all eat blue crab like we eat over here?
It's got to be blue, man. I mean, you just can't buy a bunch of king crab, man. They're huge and hard
In
to cook.
Portland, you can't buy a bunch of king crab.
Well, I didn't say you can't. I'm just saying king crab size is like 5 times the size of a blue crab. So when you're going to have a pot big enough to cook all those king crab?
Well, let's see what she says.
Right.
Thank you for your donation. Russ Scott, little something for the building fund, cracking that black eating this weekend. Ronald Acuna is on his way back. Go Braves.
They played okay without him, too. So him being back should be a huge asset.
Braves hit a real
Braves.
tough streak. They lost like 15 out of 20 games, but they started to turn around over the last couple of weeks. Get back to the way. The beginning part of the season, the Braves are the best team in baseball.
Last one. I wrote the Two Live Stews page that Lester and Mary Jenkins of 227 were the 80s version of James and Florida. If Florida would have let James go to work on the Alaskan pipeline, and he came back.
Right, 20 grand a month. Would
Let's
20
go
grand a
over the
month
poll.
would 20 grand a month help most families, man?
It would definitely help most families, man.
22 people want to keep their privacy, and
thank you
6
for voting, y'all.
people want to take the million.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
folks. Thank y'all very much. We appreciate it.
Ryan,
Thank y'all for agreeing with me.
I really don't know
And
black
Tree.
people, man.
Me and Tree.
Entry.
I really don't know black people, man.
Yep.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Tree, I'm not saying Doug doesn't know black people. I'm just saying that Doug doesn't understand the drama of everybody knowing you and wanting to be in your business.
I'll be all right. Is my point though.
Well, because he don't have. Well, so you do have business because you went to Rod Stewart and act like we just was gonna sit up here and you go see Rod Stewart on your own.
Rod Stewart,
You won't even leave your living room. So, but okay, you're gonna let somebody follow you around. Y'all have a good weekend. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Tree, flash the fantasy league flyer before we get out of here one more time. We've already filled up the first league based on what I got already as far as emails.
Oh, wow. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, I've got at least 12 people here, and the leagues are going to be 10 people. So we're going to give you some room to get great players and not a bunch of scrubs at the back end. But I think we've already filled up the first league. So everybody that's emailed me wanting to get a spot in the fantasy league, the first league might be already taken because you brought in people from last year.
We got space.
So I think we've already filled up the second league. Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. In the subject line, put your name, your full name, and put fantasy. I am going to reply to you with the link or where you pay your $100 entry fee. And then once I see that, then I'm going to send you a link where you join the league on our in our ESPN league.
I had a terrible experience at Discount Tire. I'm going to share that with y'all next week because they just denied my claim to fix what they broke on my vehicle, a vehicle I hadn't used since July 1st because they damaged it. I'm going to share that story with y'all beginning of the week and just encourage y'all not to use Discount Tire if you need to purchase tires for your vehicle because they're going to mess your vehicle up and not pay for it. But I'll share that with y'all next week. Big ups and a shout out to everyone that gave Super Chat. Y'all get an A+. Thank y'all very much. Shouts out to everyone that created commentary on the regular chat. Thank you very much. You guys did an outstanding job. Thank you, regular chatters, for creating conversation on the show. Tree Taylor gets an A+. Arlie Wood gets an A+. You guys' contribution today was outstanding. Thank you guys very much. Come on, studio. Just give a round of applause. Come on. Couldn't get it done without them. To everyone that called the show and passed the word and asked folks if you're not stewing, what the heck are you doing? We got an A+ for you. And lastly, man, I'm giving you an A+, Doug. Outstanding job today. Thank you very much for your contribution and your leadership, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. I'm giving you an A2.
And lastly, the last grade, we'll go to the wonderful people from Black Eden, 1912. Thank y'all for sponsoring the show today. We really appreciate y'all. We love the partnership. It's amazing being attached to a bourbon as highfalutin as Black Eden 1912. We really appreciate y'all for being a part of the show. We're looking forward to doing some big things in the future. And last but not least, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love because that's all he's showing you, nothing but love. Shouts out and A+ to Brown for being the manager, and for Melvin Eccles for showing major love today. Thank you, man. Thank you. Be careful in the streets this weekend. Quick reminder that I will be in the chat room during today's 12 o'clock showing of the Butternomics interview that we will be showing on 2 Live Stews. Well, not the 2 Live Stews experience, but it's actually Stewart Media and Entertainment on YouTube. But I'll be there in the chat room talking with y'all about the interview. Looking forward to seeing y'all at noon. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all
I
have a
might
great
pop in
weekend.
there too, man, but I'm not going to be able to participate.
Y'all have a great weekend. We appreciate y'all.
I have it on while I'm on this computer.
Hey, man, did Dr. J even shoot 3-pointers, man? I know they didn't have a 3-point line. But yeah, he wasn't the shooter that those guys were. He wasn't the shooter that Bird was. He wasn't the shooter that Kevin Durant was. Scotty played some of the best defense in the world.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, no knock on Dr. J, man, but yeah, I mean,
Oh, it's a huge knock, and everybody saw you knock.
His skill set just
Everybody
wasn't where
saw
those
you
other
knock.
guys' skill set was. That's all.
Like they literally saw you doing this.
He had an
You was
afro
knocking.
he had an afro and can dunk the ball really well, man. But when it came to skills, it was these guys, man. LeBron is the league leading scorer in the history of the league. Dr. J wasn't nowhere near that, man. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Be careful in them streets.
I think Dr. J was closer than you think.